It's allergy season here on the Face Off Hockey Show. We're all taking kinds of drugs and things like that. That's the only thing to explain why the Caps won the first two games on the road. We'll talk about that. We'll have our Patreon pick of line names. We'll talk some World Championship maybe and injuries akimbo after the season. All that and more. It's Face Off Hockey Show. Give it to you right now.
The following program is closed captioned for the thinking impaired.
Choose your command. You have chosen
the Face Off Hockey Show.
I mean, hockey is my life. I've got on hockey underwear right now.
The Face Off Hockey Show.
what?
With Scotty Waz. Sean O.
Breakaway.
And the P-Boys, Johnny and Mark with the C.
Yeah, baby.
Here's your host for the Face Off Hockey Show, Scotty Waz.
Hi, everybody. Welcome. Scotty Waz here, Face Off Hockey Show there. Apparently, Maxim Legacy will be the backup goaltender for Marc-Andre Fleury. So, Malcolm Subban day to day, but aren't we all? With an undisclosed injury. Maybe hemorrhoids from sitting on the bench? I don't know.
Drinking too much in Vegas?
Perhaps. The flight back to Vegas from Winnipeg? Who the hell knows? It's undisclosed. Gerard Gallant keeping shit close to his chest, so good for him. Yes, welcome. Caps are up 2-1 in a series. I knew they would lose game 3. Now it sets them up for the perfect up 3-1 in a series. Coming tomorrow. Boy,
I think the Caps will win game 4.
Oh yeah, no, they could. If nothing else, they'll play a lot better because they played like dog shit for game 3. I'll tell you that much.
Yeah.
Holy crap, are they terrible? Anyway,
that's been the theme of the playoffs so far, though, right?
Yeah,
lots of road team wins this year.
Yeah, I mean the Caps are 7-1. So that's something. The Caps are also now 3-4 at home.
Perfect.
So I mean, there's something to be said about that. Obviously, the Caps seem to play a lot more comfortable and a lot more better on the road, which is good that they're not they don't have home ice advantage.
Yeah, these last 2 rounds should be great when it goes to game 7.
Oh, it's gonna be great. No pressure. It's gonna be fantastic. So we'll see what happens there. But welcome. We're in a world where the Caps are playing in the 3rd round and have at least 3 more wins than they have in the previous 5 years. So, thumbs up. Hey.
Yeah. And doing this without Nick Backstrom.
Yeah, and when he signed that broom, which, by the way, 2 things. One, very uncouth to have a broom sign after game 2 saying we're going to get a sweep. Second of all,
who had that?
These kids went down to Kettler during practice and got Backstrom to sign a broom. Secondly, if you're a person who makes death threats to some kid because he got a broom sign because he didn't know any better, you're an asshole. Like it's point blank.
People are sending death threats to these children.
Yeah, it's like 20.
I had a kid drop a tiny can of orange paint tonight when I was at Lowe's, and it went all over my pants. So I'm pretty certain my pants are ruined. I didn't send death threats. The kid was standing right there. I didn't even say anything to him. I was angry. I lost a pair of pants, but whatever.
You should have just looked at him and just go, these pants, you know what these pants worth? You're going to spill paint on the man with $5,000 pants?
That could have been a down payment on the Porsche.
Exactly. Son, these pants are worth more than your life. And obviously I know because look at what Congress, all the laws they're passing to help you out. Right?
That's true.
Political.
Their parents were very quick to tell me that it was water-based paint, which pretty certain they don't understand what water-based paint means.
No.
It means it comes off of your skin easy, not out of clothing.
Yeah. You should have gotten their information.
They asked me if I wanted their information, and I was like, for a $40 pair of pants. No, I think
okay, well, Johnny, you could have really.
They weren't brand new. They were like, it was like the third time I've worn them. I was like, this is literally like, this is what my life has become in the past 2 weeks.
There you go.
Being at the wrong place at the wrong time.
Hey, man, gotta get the right place, but not at the wrong time. I don't know. There's a song in the 50s or 60s.
I would take the right
about that.
place at the wrong time.
Yeah.
I'd even take the wrong place at the right time.
Mm-hmm. Especially the wrong place at the right time. That seems a little bit more advantageous.
Sometimes that sounds fun, actually.
Doesn't it?
One hell of
In
a
any
night.
case. So,
That's in 3 ways.
hey-o. Should I even ask about your week now, considering?
Well, the highlight of the week so far has been that my Monday night soccer game got rained out. So
I thought you were playing indoor for some reason. I don't know why.
no, it's just short side, like 7-a-side, but it's outdoors on turf. So
Gotcha.
rain and lightning. So they decided against doing that.
Thunder and the lightning.
Friday night, I hit normal sized foam golf balls in my backyard into a net.
That looked impressive. That
went pretty well. I did get really drunk listening to the Caps, though. I just sat outside and put on John Walton on a Bluetooth speaker.
Nice.
And listened to that for a while. Then what occurred? Saturday, I don't think any. Oh, Saturday was Mother's Day. I don't remember if I mentioned last week, but I bought my mom some flowers for Mother's Day that she could plant. They were in my house for a total of between 8 and 10 minutes before I realized that my entire throat and the inside of my mouth was itchy. So all the plants went outside on the deck.
Jesus Christ.
So that occurred.
By the way, did you get your allergy results back?
I did. I wasn't allergic to anywhere near as much as I thought I was going to be allergic to. I think I was allergic to like 12 things.
Wow, that seems low.
Let me pull it up.
That seems very, very low. Because I think we were aiming for the 50 mark.
Yeah. I thought 50 would have been pretty normal, actually. Let's see. I took a picture of it. Where the hell is this picture? Here we go. So I'm allergic to barley, which is in almost literally all alcohol.
Yeah, I was gonna say, wow.
Apparently Tito's vodka is gluten-free though, so I've been drinking that a lot recently.
Interesting.
Broad bean, which I'm pretty certain is a Philly thing.
I thought that's actually what you have in the house. Broad bean internet.
Oh, I was thinking that I have some broad beans in my basement right now. They're exposed. Cherries.
Interesting.
Dried allspice berries. No idea what that is,
is
but
that?
I'm pretty certain I don't want to eat it. Nettle, which I believe, yes, I believe is also a like wheat thing, wheat based thing.
It was the third baseman of the Yankees. Oh, I'm so glad.
Johnny Oates flour.
Oh, brain thing.
Yeah. Big poppy seed. And everybody's favorite, pistachio nuts. I feel like pistachio nuts should have been something that I learned far before I was 40 years old that I was allergic to.
Yeah, but you didn't have this kind of technology, John. Let's be honest.
That's true. Like, how did we know that you would be able to take allergy tests without sticking 800 needles in a kid's back? I'm not even joking. That's how they tested me when I was like 4.
I remember those. So allspice.
Allspice.
Allspice. You said allspice berries?
Dried allspice berries, yeah.
So basically what it is it's just berries ground up. And
all right. So I'm gonna have to watch out for that.
They're used for the leaves. Allspice is dried fruit from the P. dioica plant. Fruits are picked when green and unripe and traditionally dried in the sun. When dry, they are brown and resemble large, smooth peppercorns. Fresh leaves are similar in texture to bay leaves and similarly used in cooking. They're often used for smoking meats.
Oh, that's probably bad. All right. Well, whatever.
Yep, it's Caribbean cuisine for jerk chicken.
Oh,
You've been eating
irony.
chicken.
Yeah, I have actually, and I haven't gotten like it normally opens up my sinuses because it's kind of spicy.
Ah,
Yeah, yeah. So those are the three. Those are the things food related that I was allergic to. They tested 246 foods. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Allergic to 8.
ah.
228 non-foods.
Oh God.
Ascaris. Pretty certain that was an Atari game when we were kids.
Mhm.
Birch pollen, which is literally the environment.
Hmm.
Cat dander and dog dander and chicken feathers. So animals are fucking out.
Yeah.
Sea fackler, which I have no idea what that is, but I looked it up at some point.
Huh.
Some douchebag named Timothy Grass.
Mm.
Oh no, sorry. It's a type of grass called Timothy
Oh.
grass.
Why
Yeah,
is that a type of grass?
And trichosporin pollutants. No, not gonna work here anymore. So yeah. So that's all of that stuff.
By the way, broad bean.
Yeah.
Broad bean used fava beans is big.
Oh. So I can't do any Hannibal Lecter
No, you can't do
type
any of
of-
that shit.
type of cosplay, I guess.
No, well, you can cosplay. You just can't actually take the fava beans.
But I could eat I could eat the fava beans before I knew that I was allergic to them.
It's true. Now it's just.
But it also checked like minerals and stuff. It told me I had a B6 deficiency. Which
So you're gonna need that one to get the bingo.
true. That is true. Deficiency in B6 has it's like fatigue,
Mm-hmm.
like 2 or 3 other things, and then mood swings, anxiety, and depression.
Yeah, no,
I was
that's
like,
about right.
That's probably also something I should have learned before I was 40.
Right. I was gonna
Um,
say that's probably the reason why your sleep stats are fucking through the roof.
I know, right? Insomnia was not one of the things. They told me I had plenty of that. I mean, not insomnia, but plenty of like melatonin and things that make me sleep.
Mm-hmm.
So ultimately, I think
hold on a minute.
I think it was worth the $40.
Oh, absolutely. I think. Can I get a flag on the play
Sure.
for B6?
B6. What is
Right.
B6?
B6 foods that contain large amounts of B6. including-
Pistachio nuts.
Actually,
No,
yes.
no, I'm not even
Actually,
joking.
yes. It
It's
does.
on there.
Yeah, it's there.
Pistachio nuts have a large amount of B6.
Yeah.
I looked it up and I go, this is fucking beautiful.
Of course. So fortified breakfast cereals, whatever. You're not a big breakfast guy.
Which is irony, right? Because fortified breakfast cereals are barley.
Yeah. Pork.
Oh,
Pork
should eat
high
more
in
pork.
B6. Turkey. Turkey. High in
turkey helps you sleep.
Beef. Beef
Interesting.
high in B6. Bananas.
Okay.
Chickpeas.
Okay.
Usually you have to pay a lot for that.
True.
For when chickpeas. And potatoes.
Yeah.
So Johnny, go to Five Guys, get yourself a burger and fries. You're fucking set. B6 through the roof at that point.
Hey, Steak and Shake is back.
What? Why?
Yeah. I guess I forgot to tell you that. Apparently,
They just
So I
closed
think
for
it
the
was like-
winter?
I heard I was listening to 93.1 one day, and they were like, Steak and Shake is back on Millersville Road, or whatever that road is. I think it's Millersville Road, Veterans Highway. On Veterans Highway, under new management. Stop by on Thursday or something for hiring opportunities. And I was like, wow, okay.
Well, at least they don't have to build a new building. They got that going for them. It's like
So yeah, Steak and Shake will be back.
it's like they were everything on the boardwalk at Ocean City. Just closed for the
Yep.
season. Jesus.
Yeah. So yeah, that was all stuff. Apparently, I'm not very allergic to metals. Just mildly intolerant to some metals. What else? They checked. I think it was medicines as well, and I'm not really allergic to any medicine.
That's good.
So yeah,
A lot of it.
it's true. That's true. Like I always say, as soon as they figure out in like 30 years that you could have overdosed on allergy medicine, I'll be fucking Keith Richards.
Right? Like, oh, this is not good for your body. How long you been taking it? 30 years. Oh no.
30 years. It'll be 60 at that point.
Right?
Maybe more.
Well, I'm hoping they find something in the next few years so you can, I don't know, get on that liver donor list. You're gonna fucking need to get on.
Yeah. Because my liver is like the only thing keeping me alive at this point.
Fuck this shit, I'm out.
I will say that Tito's is good vodka though.
Tito's, I heard, smooth vodka.
I feel like even if you're like not like barley intolerant. I've been yelling at barley recently just because I'm intolerant of it.
No, Johnny, that was Barkley. That was Charles Barkley you're yelling at on the TV.
Oh.
You're yelling to tell him to stop picking on Ernie.
Yeah. But yeah, it's smooth. It's good. It's good vodka. I took a shot actually after the Caps beat the Penguins.
Hey.
Yeah.
God, that was
the shot kind of burned. Not gonna lie.
Yeah. No, absolutely.
I generally like vodka with a little bit of something that cuts it.
Right.
But I figured I had to take a shot out of the Capitals shot glass. So, and it wasn't Wednesday night, so I had to hold off on the face-off hockey scotch until Wednesday. So
I'm pretty sure we would allowed you to imbibe.
I don't know. I've only drank the face-off hockey scotch in Buffalo, and now after a win in round 1 and a win in round 2 this year.
Fantastic.
Yeah. So that's kind of the week.
Nice.
That's I think more stuff occurred. Oh, Sunday I watched Sean's team play baseball.
How'd that go?
Apparently they went to extra innings. I had them on Chromecast from Facebook Live, and apparently they went to extra innings. First of all, I have a bone to pick with Sean next time he's on the show. If he's gonna have Face Off Live, he needs to start putting like somebody needs to walk over with one of those stupid like manual scoreboards every once in a while and show people what the score is. I watched that game for nearly 2 hours. Had no idea who was winning.
Like there's breaks in innings. You can just pan to the scoreboard.
No, I didn't. No. He just set up a camera. It actually took me the better part of 15 minutes to actually see Sean.
See, here is the second question that I had after you answered it. I was like, well, did you watch Sean play or did you watch through the camera the Sean's team play?
No. Well, yeah. Well, it was just panned into one spot. It showed me the widest angle that the camera could pan to. Then DeMatha does something. Everybody runs out of the dugout. And as the guy like crosses home plate and everybody's like jumping and happy. And I was like, DeMatha just won. And then they proceed to give up a run the next inning. So I figured out that DeMatha wasn't the home team for game 3. Then it went to extra innings. Then there was lightning in the area and the camera went out. And then I lost any type of like, I want to stick around and watch this. So I switched to hockey. But apparently they won. So hats off. My DeMatha hat is off to Sean P. O'Connor and the team. They had some really nice Nike Claws dropped off some slate gray and pink DeMatha baseball unis for Mother's Day.
Nice.
So yeah. So that was Sunday. And then I kind of watched some of last night's hockey game. Kind of. Sleep has been a better option for me in the playoffs.
I've watched most of the games because they were winning. They won when I watched when the Penguins won, and the next thing you know, it's yeah.
That was your week.
My week is all right. Yeah, I didn't do much.
Have you been building any hospitals recently?
Yes, actually. We were told we were over budget.
Already?
Yeah.
Wow.
3 meetings.
You have to cut the Chick-fil-A?
Yeah, we're going to Chick-fil-A. Chick-fil-A wasn't even discussed. They're like, oh no. I'm like, but they're closed on Sundays. So you save a day, low overhead.
Chick-fil-A is in Anne Arundel Medical Center.
Hey, nice.
They bring in Chick-fil-A brings in regular chicken sandwiches and spicy chicken sandwiches every day, along with wraps and such that you can get pre-made.
Nice. That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
For us, we were told that we were told that 3 meetings in, we're over our $250 million budget for the entire hospital. Which, if you
had to pull down, you had to get rid of the gun turrets that were on the top
Right.
of the tower.
We had to get rid of everything. My biggest thing is that we're 3 meetings into it. We already told this. B, what do you expect? $250 million if you want a state-of-the-art hospital. C, there is no C. So that was a thing.
$250 million sounds cheap.
That sounds very low, very low.
Yeah.
Like for our surgery suites, that I can understand. Problem is the rest of the hospital still has to be built. So I don't know. Had that, did some what did I do this week?
Any new Oyos?
I did get some Oyos, thank you. I was just like, did I get Oyos this week or last week? When have I talked about Oyos? The question is, when haven't I talked about Oyos, ladies and gentlemen? Who did I get? I got Matt Wieters. It was only $3.
Oh. An Oriole or a National?
For an Oriole. Matt
Ooh.
Wieters. Who did I get? I got Matt Wieters, Taylor Hall and the Devils, JT Miller as a Ranger, Matthew Barzell as an Islander, and Colton Parayko as a Blue. So we went garage sale hunting. The start of garage sale season has started here in Grand Forks. Got myself a nice little bookcase shelf thing, so I can display more Oyos. So,
what if you show up and there's like an Oyo display?
We'll have to see the condition, because I don't want those secondhand Oyos. Half the fun is building the damn thing. The other half is enjoying it and trying to figure out what shots would work well, and the lighting for stop motion animation.
Yeah, that's smart. I like that.
So there's that. Other than that, Jen and I have made a point to go bowling every Sunday. So we got that going for us.
Is it like your version of church?
Kind of. There's wood. Things smell old. There's a lot of talking to God.
Is there smoke?
Kind of. There's a lot of unruly children celebrating birthdays. We found that out on Sunday. Sunday's a very big birthday day in the bowling alley.
Mm-hmm.
So there's that. No duck pin bowling. Jen liked duck pin bowling, but there's no duck pin bowling in and around this area. So
nowhere at all. Well, I mean, that's kind of more of like an East Coast Baltimore thing-ish, right?
It's actually Connecticut to like Northern Virginia. And then after you get north of Connecticut, then you got your your candlepin bowling. So
Jen probably liked duck pins just because the balls are smaller. She could hold them better.
It's true, ladies. So here we go. Duck pin bowling centers are located in Connecticut, Massachusetts, on the south end of Massachusetts, Rhode Island, Indiana,
southeast.
Yeah, Indiana, Maryland, of course, Wisconsin. That's a new one. Virginia, Ohio, Georgia, and the suburbs of DC. There's also one located in Potter, Nebraska.
Okay.
It was one of a kind until construction of the one in Spanish Fork, Utah. Spanish Fork, Utah.
Maybe a way that the hospital can make money back is to have a duck pin bowling alley on the lower floor.
This works perfect. Why are we just thinking about this now?
I mean, it's useful. You can charge people. What else do people have to do when their wife is giving birth? And
sure,
or it would be yes, and it would be very unique in the area. There would be no others.
It's true.
People would be like, "Hey, what are you doing on a Friday night?" And the kids are like, "Oh, we're going to the hospital."
Well, that's just the thing, is they kick kids out for doing the Pokemon Go because there was a stop at the chapel in the hospital. So that
is true. A lot of hospitals have Pokemon Go stops in them. And gyms, which is really weird.
Yeah, we got rid of ours. They called they contacted the companies.
They
like,
called the
"Listen."
cops.
Yeah, they're like, listen, we can't do this. Can't do this.
Wow.
Oh, we bought a personal Spot air cooler. We were looking at air conditioners,
Okay.
and then we figured out that Spot air coolers was a much better idea. It's less money than a portable air conditioner, and you don't have to have that little freaky window vent.
Yeah, because portable air conditioners still have to exhaust, right?
Yeah. So this one is like a fan, but you put water in it, and it blows cool air and the moisture in the thing. I don't know how it works, but science.
That's smart.
So
Is it like a Dyson?
no, it's great question.
Oh, I did. I got a. I do have a new. The air purifier that I have in the living room. They have apparently personal ones now that you can put in bedrooms and such. So I got another one, so I can put it in my bedroom.
Sweet.
Yeah.
Oh,
Add that to the list of things keeping me alive.
Honeywell. We got a Honeywell.
Ah, those things are really nice. Honeywell makes good things.
They do make good things, make solid things. All right. Speaking of solid things, time to get to our injury report where people aren't solid.
Just dropped in to see what condition my condition was in.
Yeah, oh yeah, what condition my condition was in.
There we go. So the Nashville Predator, like we mentioned earlier, Michael Subban, he's day to day with a undisclosed injury. Mike Fisher, meniscus injury, so much so that he retired again. So,
wow.
Mike Fisher, we hardly knew ye. Ryan Hartman was playing with a bad shoulder. He is going to need surgery. He is going to be out 4 to 5 months. So there's that. And also Mr. Kelly Yarncroc, shoulder injury, but he will be ready for camp. So got that going for him. Nice. Which is very nice.
Was game 3 the first game that Burakovsky was back?
I
Or
think
was
he
he
played
back in game 2?
I think he was in game 2.
Yeah.
I almost want to say game 1.
Heck if I know.
I don't know. Who the hell with it? Ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to thank you. All the Patreons. Go to patreon.com/faceoffhockeyshow. You can get a say in the show, ladies and gentlemen. How about that? If you go ahead, go to patreon.com/faceoffhockeyshow. We have tiers. You can join a tier if you want. A little is as much as you want. Thank you. All the same. Like you can be like Brian, Damon, or Mark, or Trista, or Matthew, or Ethan, or Chris, or Mitch, or Angela, or Sean. They support us, and you can support us too. Patreon.com/Face Off Hockey Show. All the profits there go into going back into the show for trips or hotels or whatever the hell we can do. We're on your side.
That kind of reminds me that we should probably look into hotels and such.
We have got a lead on a hotel. I will share that. I was going to share that with you, and I will share that with you off the air.
All right.
So much drama in the LBC. Hard being Snoop D-O double G. Ladies and gentlemen, we put up 2 options. You could have picked the Patreon folk, picked famous hockey line names. I brought this about because there was a big thing in Winnipeg for Game 1 that the 1979 Avco Cup team, the last WHA championship team, was at the arena. They were hanging out. They had a little reunion, and it was a fun time. Bobby Hull's toupee looks terrible. Just terrible. Just goddamn terrible.
But he can spell his name, I've seen.
Yeah, no, I had nauseum. But the Winnipeg Jets had a thing called the Hotline. The Hotline.
Bling?
Huh?
Hotline Bling?
Even before Hotline Bling. They were blinging. They were Hotline Bling before Hotline Bling. That was the combination of Bobby Hull, Ulf Nielsen, and Anders Hedberg. So that was the Hotline.
Okay.
And there's a whole lot of other lines. Is there a line that really sticks out to you, John, when it comes to famous?
That I know of that's famous?
Yeah.
To me, the most famous line that I still remember is the Legion of Doom line in Philly.
Yeah.
That was John LeClaire, Eric Lindros, and Michael Renberg. I don't remember who the other
big
one was.
winner. Big winner, Michael Renberg. Nice for Michael Renberg pool.
Thanks. So yeah, that was actually right around, I think, like when I started. I guess that was around when I started watching. Like that might have been like year 2 or 3 was the Legion of Doom line.
Yeah, 90 mid-90s about.
Yeah, well, Lindros, I believe, was 89 score was his rookie card. So yeah, it would have been the 90s. That would have been the beginning of the heyday for me and Mark.
Yeah, Lindros.
So Legion of Doom, that was a good line. I mean, you have some of the old lines, right? Like the French Connection, Buffalo.
Yeah.
A
lot more recent names were the a lot of acronyms.
Yeah, they're a lot more just letters now.
Yeah. The Cash line in Ottawa, Captain Alfredson, Spezza, and Heatley.
Nice.
More acronym names. The Amp line in Colorado, Alex, Milan, and Peter. Tanguay, Hayduk, and Forsberg. The
They
BBC
had, HBK last year or 2 years ago in Pittsburgh.
The BBC line, Bates Battaglia, Rod Brindamore, and Eric Cole. This one I think is a bit racist, and I don't know if it was officially called this. The Brothers line in Vancouver, Daniel Hendrick and Anson Carter. That...
Yeah, I mean, it makes sense.
It makes sense.
I'm gonna say the other line that I remember vividly was the Oreo line from Mighty Ducks.
That's true. The Hall brothers and Guy Germain. Who can forget that? Mark, your favorite line?
The Legion of Doom was pretty good.
Yeah.
The HBK line.
Yeah.
Even though I hated them, but they, that's always a good line. But yeah, the Oreo line. Is that the most un-PC that a Disney movie has ever gotten? Or
yeah.
is that not egregious to you? Do you not think that's a big deal?
I don't know.
I think if that movie was made now, there's zero chance it could be used.
Oh, zero chance at all. Well, that coincides with the brothers line of the Sedines and Anson Carter. Like that's
did they actually call
allegedly
in Vancouver?
Allegedly in Vancouver they called him the brothers line.
That's pretty good.
The Crazy Eight line, Lindros, Recchi, and Brent Fedek. Brent Fedek.
What was the there was the TKO line was Oshie, Kuznetsov, Ovechkin.
Oh, that's a good line.
TJ Kuznetsov and Ovechkin TKO.
Yeah.
I guess you could do that with
Didn't
Tom
they have,
Wilson also. Tom Wilson could technically be Tom Kuznetsov, Ovechkin.
The West Coast Express of Naslin, Morrison, and Bertuzzi. That was a good line too.
Yeah.
Now this one's just called the Stastny brothers, Peter, Anton, and Mary, and that's not really a good name.
That's messed up. What about the Russian Five? Is that considered a line?
It's considered a lineup.
When they put all the Russians out on the ice at the same time in Detroit.
Right? Yeah. Just all right. Here you guys go. Oh my God. No, that was considered a line. Fedorov, Larionov, Kozlov, Konstantinov, and Fetisov. Jen told me this one, the bread line back in the 20s.
Oh, that's good.
The bread line of Frank Boucher, Bill Cook, and Bun Cook.
Oh, come on.
What?
What?
I thought you were gonna. I thought the bread line was gonna be a bunch of Russians too.
No, you get to check Aruna into Vota River for that one. But the bread line,
yeah, he buys factory to make bread.
They scored every single goal in the Stanley Cup Finals for the Rangers in the late 20s. I think 29.
You would think
she said
somebody would try to stop that line.
You would think. But it was 1920. They had to go to the plant after the game. So the hell music is playing?
There's music somewhere.
I wonder if that's coming from my living room.
I don't hear any music.
Well, yeah, because I have a great microphone. I have great microphone. The PB&J line, the Pierre-Luc Dubois, Josh Anderson, and Arteri Panarin.
I get it because also bread.
Yes.
This is where we're just getting too far.
Oh, the Yofa line.
Yari Curry, Wayne Gretzky, and Marty McSorley.
Close. Ryan Johansson, Philip Forsberg, and Victor Arvidsson.
What?
Didn't all three of those wear Jofa helmets though? Gretzky
Kind of.
and Curry, I know did.
Yeah, McSorley did too. Johansson, Forsberg, Arvidsson. They just put a Joe as Johansson. Joe F.A.
Okay.
I like it.
Of course, the Hall and Oates line. Brett Hall, Adam Oates, and whoever the hell the third guy is.
Yeah, I dig that one.
Yeah,
They make your dreams come true.
I do. I'm trying to think of anything. The centers line: Stamkos, LeCavier, Marty St. Louis. 3 centers on the line. The mattress line.
What was the triplets? That was like 2 or 3 years ago, right?
Yeah, that was
Lightning.
Yep, it was Kucherov, Johnson, and Palat. So from the movie Dogma. So there's that. Where was another one? The mattress line for the Canucks. Daniel Sedin, Hendrik Sedin, and Jason King.
Okay.
2 twins and a king.
Oh. I get it.
They had that 70s line out in LA.
The Lilco, the Long Island Lightning Company line of Billy Harris, Clark Gillies, and Brian Trottier. It's very, very long. It's a different time. The LAPD line of Jason Allison, Zygmunt Palffy, and Adam Deadmarsh.
So, how long does the line have to be playing together in order to get a nickname?
Apparently like a year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Shouldn't it just be long enough for somebody to come up with a nickname?
Yeah, like I think 20 games. The Clydesdale line in Chicago from 84 to 87. Kurt Fraser, Troy Murray, and Eddie Olczyk. Each player weighed around 200 pounds.
Oh, I thought they all had sweet ponytails.
That'd been great. They drank a lot of Bud.
I'm sure they did that too, though.
That 70s line's another recent one for LA. Tanner Pearson, Jeff Carter, and Tyler Toffoli wearing all 70s.
Oh, I was going to ask why.
Tanner Pearson wears 70, Jeff Carter 77, Toffoli 73. That 70s line.
Yeah.
Not as good as that 70s guy, Mike Awesome. But who is really?
Isn't he dead?
Yeah, he's dead.
Okay.
You can pretty much just name a wrestler and they're dead.
Fair
What are other fun names? The Punchline, Toe Blake, Elmer Lack, and Rocket Richard. That wasn't that funny of a line, but
yeah, I expected better if you're going to call it the Punchline.
The Uke line,
and funny routes.
Yeah,
actually punching in the nose.
The Uke line of Bronco Horvat, Johnny Busick, and Vic Stasiuk. All players were Ukrainian.
Wow.
Of course, the Red Wings had to have a Swedish 5 line, including Nicholas Kronwall, Henrik Zetterberg, Mikael Samuelsson, and Thomas Holmstrom.
Wow. Why wasn't they should have just been called like the United Nations.
Really should have. Another famous one, the Triple Crown line of Dave Taylor, Charlie Simon, and Marcel Dion.
Of Secretariat.
Right. And the 3M line presently at the Calgary Flames. Matthew Tkachuk, Michael Backlund, and Michael Frolik. 3M.
Okay. All right. Okay.
Then you have your other your famous non NHL nicknames. The Price Club line, the Michigan Wolverines of 2003-04, TJ Hensick, Milan Galic, and Brandon Kalinecki. The line was said to score in bulk, hence Price Club. It's a good line.
I kind of like that, actually. I like puns like that. That's good.
The Huey, Dewey, and Louie line for Finland, the national team, Ville Pettinen, Saku Koivu, and Jiri Lettinen. Huey, Dewey, and Louie. Don't know that one.
Yep. No.
No.
Mm-mm.
Carlson brothers. Steve Carlson, Jeff Carlson, and Jack Carlson.
Is that what inspired Slapshot?
Yeah, I believe yes. The Johnstown Jets of that era. So the brothers line. There's a further explanation. Carter is Barbadian and known as Soul Brother. I don't think he's known as Soul Brother to anybody except for his close personal friends. Maybe that's me.
Interesting. Is this on Urban Dictionary?
I wish. Why would it be on Urban Dictionary?
The Russian wedding line.
The CBGB's line. Ryan Carter, Steve Bernier, and Steven Giunta. Carter Bernier, Giunta's brother, was the acronyms. Kid loved that one.
Wow.
Yeah. Knee slapper.
The CBS line in North Dakota. Drake Kajula, Brock Besser, Nick Schmaltz on the CBS.
Hey,
God,
he got his own. He got his own banner on the side of a dorm.
The Ginger line: Claude Giroux, Jacob Voracek, and Wayne Simmons. The name due to Giroux and Voracek's red hair color. Nothing about why Wayne Simmons is there.
Yeah.
Oops.
You don't get that joke either, right, Hudson? He's a ginger. See?
Look at him. It's lovely.
You're a ginger.
There was 2 different OMG lines.
Was Usher on one of them?
Oh God, that'd be great if it was.
Yeah. Oh, sorry.
The Phoenix Coyotes had one of Oleg Saprikin, Mike Zigomanis, and George Larac. Whereas the Flames really screwed it up. Ole Jokinen, David Moss, and Curtis Glencross. The Ole Moss and Glencross line.
That sounds like a great bluegrass band.
Right?
Ole Moss and Glencross. That's great stuff.
No, the Ole Moss and Glencross line would be even better.
That's true. Yeah, that would be way more bluegrassy.
You have the OV line, the OV line. The San Jose Sharks. Johan Garpenlov. So it's the OV line. Garpenlov, Larionov, and Makarov.
That's okay. It just doesn't roll off the tongue very well. I'm sorry.
You have the Lubomir and Oleg's.
How do you say that in Russian? How do you say off line in Russian? Maybe it sounds better.
The PhD line of the Montreal Canadiens in 2010-11. Jeff Halpern, who went to Princeton. Matthew Darch, who went to McGill, which is the Princeton of Canada. And Benoit Pouliot, who went to the School of Hard Knocks. The Plumbers of the Washington Capitals had their own line. Right?
Should we know? Should we know it?
Probably not.
Okay.
Greg Adams, Alan Hallworth, and Craig Lackland. Kid loves it.
He didn't like that one.
Yeah. The SARS line of the Sundin Alfredson Gary Roberts line at the All-Star game. The SARS line.
Not that keyboard. How about this keyboard? Come on, buddy. There we go.
Work with me.
Play with that one.
So there you go. Famous line names.
So Legion of Doom, and I mean we still top 2 are still Legion of Doom and an Oreo line to me. You're not going to convince me otherwise.
Yeah, no, it's pretty good. There you go. Kid loves it. I don't know. The Yofa line's kind of winning its way into my heart. Just for my affinity of Yofas.
That was good, though. That was good. Johansson.
Forsberg and
Fors-
Arvidsson.
Yeah, that's good.
That's a good one. All right, there we go. We've done it. Another Patreon in the book. All thanks to the hotline being shown on TV in Winnipeg. So good for them. Further news. Like we said, Mike Fisher's retired. Kyle Dubas named GM of the Toronto Maple Leafs. After years of
Nice.
speculation, Lou Lamoriello gets the boot. Kyle Dubas, all of 17 years old, is now the
Gotcha.
GM. Yeah, I think he's like 30.
Okay. That's probably illegal.
He looks what? I don't know if it is. There's no labor
I don't
laws.
think there's an age range for the GM of a sports team. I mean, you've seen Little Big League.
It's true.
That
He
is
was
true.
the owner
Yeah.
And manager.
and manager. Yeah. Kyle Dubas, 31 years young. So good for him. Humboldt Broncos announced that they will field a team for the 2018-19 season. Really good for that community. Good for that
Yeah.
team after the crazy
That's
stuff that's been
amazing.
happening. Yeah. The longest AHL game has happened, ladies and gentlemen. If you blinked for a while, it means you were sleeping because this thing lasted for like 5 hours.
Didn't one of the goalies have 94 saves?
Alex Leon, 94 saves. Out of 95 shots. So, and the funny thing is that Lehigh Valley beat Charlotte 2-1. Alex Kruzhelinski, his dad Mike Kruzhelinski, played with Gretzky, scored 6:48 into the fifth overtime to win it. 146 minutes and 48 seconds. Lasted more than 6 hours. So,
Wow.
there's that.
Did they all? Never mind. I was going to say something about seeing their team doctor, but
Yeah,
did you?
Smart. That's a good one.
that's a good one. I like
Good.
it.
It lasted longer than 4 hours.
Tell them how sick it was.
Isn't that the period of the game though where they like start ordering Papa John's from like the concession stands to bring it down?
They were actually, the staff of the Charlotte Checkers are actually giving free popcorn out to people who are still at the game by the third overtime. So,
Yeah, but the players had to eat at some point, right?
there it's fine. They got potassium somewhere. There's like someone went to a banana store. I'm sure Food Lion was open.
Food Lion.
It's Charlotte. What can I say? Here's the fun fact: Lehigh Valley was outshot 95-53.
Oh, it still won.
And still won. So,
Wow,
mm-mm-mm.
that's great.
Good times for that. So there's that. World Championships are still going on. Anyone give a shit?
I've watched some games.
Yeah.
I think. I don't know if they were live or not. I have no idea.
It might have been. They're playing in what the fuck are they playing? Playing in Copenhagen in Denmark.
Yeah, that's probably up to snuff. So yeah,
I like that there's
some of them.
I like that there's still players going. They're in the knockout rounds now, and there's still players going over there to play. There's like no limit to this damn. It's like Master P. There's no limit to these soldiers coming over.
The U.S. game that I watched, I think Charlie McAvoy had 7 or 9 points or something like that in the 4 periods of hockey that he had played in the World Championship since the Bruins got knocked out.
Wow. The top 10 list is really a who's who for points. I know, kid. We're gonna get to it. Don't worry. Yeah, I'm getting to it. Leave me alone. Sebastian.
He's upset that I took the headphone cable away from him.
Sebastian Aho is leading the way. He's tied with Patrick Kane, but he's got more goals. Patrick Kane 2.
Hey.
Tuvo Teravainen, Connor McDavid, Rickard Raquel, Cam Atkinson, Pavel Datsyuk, Ladislav Nagy, Mika Zibanejad, and Mikko Rantanen are your top 10 in scoring. Surprised to see Ladislav Nagy still playing.
Okay.
In all honesty. Charlie McAvoy has played 3 games. He has 8 points. So he's doing really well for himself. The U.S. was doing well, and then he just got, I don't know, something happened. He's got kind of shit canned there by Finland, and then it's been great.
I think the U.S. beat Canada.
Yes, in a shootout, first game. Canada's been playing like dog shit. They beat Latvia in overtime. Shows you the hell that's going on there.
Good. This
Yeah,
is the way the
fuck 'em.
World Championships should be.
Right? Let's see what the
I don't know.
standings are. So we're in the playoff round. Sweden will take on Latvia. The U.S. will take on the Czech Republic. Russia takes on Canada. Finland takes on Sweden. And that's how the brackets work out. So, got that going for us.
It's like the Olympics all over again.
Right? But they're called Russia now, not the Olympics. The Olympic athletes from Russia.
The OAR, that was a good line.
That was a good line. Crazy game of pokers. All right. Last week we talked about Cal Ripken's mansion. It's sold. It's sold.
It's sold.
It's sold at auction. Shocking. Final price unknown. But last year the price was cut to $9.7 million. So you got to figure it's probably in that range there.
Oh, that's insane. Probably ended up at like 8.
Yeah, I'd say 8.5 for all that. Who knows?
I mean, he didn't even give you a basketball.
No, or a signature, a signed thing. Can you give me?
Yeah,
a
he
link
could
to
have
this?
left like an autographed like framed jersey in the house or something.
Right? Would have been great. Come on, give me. You can't give me realer. Can't talk. There's like
Sorry.
no. Yeah, I know. I don't do it for a living. So we're looking. We talked about that, and we forgot to mention something last week. The Milan Hajduk. We're going to tie this in hockey related. Milan Hajduk is selling his house.
Oh
which
no!
is as extravagant. 16,875 square feet, 6-bedroom, 5-bath, and indoor ice rink with Zamboni.
5 full baths?
5 full baths.
Why would he only have 5 bathrooms? What the hell?
I don't know.
There's 6 bedrooms. Who gets shit canned without having their own bathroom?
Listen, I don't know. But the house includes 7 fireplaces.
Whoa! Oh God!
Master suite has a view of the mountains, hot tub off the master bathroom, home gym with a wet bar, top of the line kitchen, parking spaces for 5 vehicles, covered patio, and 2.25 acres of land.
I sure as hell hope that the wet bar is in the gym.
Right? It'd be fantastic. The price, ladies and gentlemen. Sorry, this one says 7 full baths. All right, I went to the Kettler. The Keller Williams real estate. 6-bed, 7 full bath.
Okay, that makes way more sense. You have to have more bathrooms, I think,
Absolutely.
or at least a close ratio. Like I have 2 bedrooms and 1.5 bathrooms, but when I finish the basement, I'll have 2 bedrooms and 2 bathrooms because I'll have 2 half bathrooms.
It's got central air. It's got gas forced air for heating. 2 stories, 2.25 acres, 3 living rooms, indoor skating rink, 7 fireplaces, like we mentioned. Cost of $5.2 million.
That's a steal.
In Colorado, you can probably get all the weed you want.
Does the ice rink have a Zamboni, or do you have to like Zamboni
No,
it yourself?
obviously you get the Zamboni with it. He'd be
Wow.
foolish not to.
Yeah.
Just think that, like,
Is that one of the 5 cars though that you can park?
the Zamboni, maybe, quite possibly. I can't confirm or deny it. Wow, they're
It's
not.
got its
they're-
own plates, so you can drive it down the street.
Yeah, exactly. Don't miss the drone and virtual reality 3D tour. Yeah, I would love to if you guys gave it to me. I can't get this 3D tour going, guys. Can't get this
Sean-
goddamn 3D tour.
Sean O'Connor would have it taken care of.
Right? My God. So 5.2 million for that. If you got that lying around. If you don't, who fucking cares?
It's not bad though. I think that that's doable.
Taxes on $23,000 a year. That's kind of weird. You know. Gonna try to get better pictures of the ice. Ice rink looks really sweet. The ice rink looks kind of like Benfield if they actually had upkeep on it. Although it is like
are there $700,000 worth of renovations?
There might be. John, there might be. Who am I to say? Come on. Come on, feel it. I don't care, Smokey. I can prevent forest fires. I get it. In any case. All right, here we go. There we are. There's Milan Hajduk's house. There's the front of it. Looking great. 3 laundry rooms, by the way, too. That's a great thing.
Wow. That's a nice house.
Get out of here, Cayman Islands. This is why I put ad blocker on it, but you won't let me see the rest of the damn article. Oh, come on, you shit dicks. There we go. There's a backyard. Little patio living area.
Nice.
Looks great.
I bet you it looks like there's a fireplace outside.
Yep. And this is the outside patio. Nice little grill there. Nice little TV there. The outside of it during Sunday, whatever.
Yeah, I'm pretty certain I could buy
$499 at Mike's Camera for this Canon Revo T6.
Nice.
I'm looking for that. There's the overhead view of it.
Wow.
Looks pretty fancy.
It looks like 2 houses.
Right? Well, one of them's the rink, I'm sure. There's the interior here. And one of the living rooms leading out to the
That's
back.
about the size of my house.
Yeah, essentially. The size of our apartment, too. Again, $499, Mike's Camera. Save $300. A 2-lens
They're
kit.
really trying to hawk this Canon.
I know, right? There you go. You got another shot of the living room, and a third shot of the living room, and a fourth shot of the living room. And there's the halfway between the kitchen and the living room. Whoever takes these pictures,
I like how there's
terrible.
an extra set of. They obviously weren't using the Canon from Mike's Camera. I like how there's an extra set of seating like in between the dining room and the living room.
Seriously,
just in case you're like, no, I'm not sitting with those fucks. I'll sit over here.
Save $300. Just get this 2-lens kit for Christ's sake. There's the kitchen. Kitchen looking great. Look at that little island area. It's just like we got to look at all those stoves. Jesus Christ.
I do respect the overhead vent that's like in the middle of rooms. I like that a lot.
It's really good. Look at that wine closet. Holy that's a see-through wine closet right there.
I bet you that's climate controlled.
Oh, I hope so. Literally $5.99 for this Lumex.
Oh, this is a new one. Oh,
the Lumex at Mike's Camera saved $400. Why is that $900? Oh, is that $1,000?
That's a mirrorless camera right there, Scotty.
Oh, okay. Don't know what that means.
It means it doesn't have a mirror.
Here's an office area. Apparently, he's a shrink with this couch here. I'm confused.
All right.
Looks like dinosaur bones up on the wall on the map of the world for some reason.
Do you get to keep all of this stuff also?
I don't think so.
Or do you have to spend an extra like $2.5 million just to furnish the house afterwards?
I think you have to spend the money to furnish his house. Or the hell with it. Bring your own couch with you. Like a nice place with a dump.
What's Milan Hajduk gonna do with all of this stuff? Because let's be dead honest.
Probably put it in
right
his
now.
new house.
If I bought this house, why is he selling this one? Does he need more room? If I bought Milan Hajduk's house, my living room would not look like that. It would just have a 2-seater. It probably in between the dining room and the living room, but it would
have your same fucking setup you have now.
Yes, agreed. I might have a bigger TV.
Right. Bump it up a bit. There's the bedroom.
Oh, look at that view.
Fireplace. Look at that. It's fantastic. Oh, look at that tub. That's a good tub. It's a great tub.
Oh, Mike's coming right back in now for Milan Hajduk.
Right here for the great tub. Oh, look at that room. Look at that Ray Bork fucking on the. What a shot to his dad that kid has. Put Ray Bork's jersey up on the glass. Not his dad's. Fuck. What a hero. $4.99. Honestly, you can't get a better price for a Rebel T6.
I love.
Get a better price.
Do we need to make a drop for the real estate corner?
Oh, we
What are we going to
absolutely
call this? Real estate corner?
Realtor's Corner.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, why not?
Ooh, the real deal. Yeah.
Ooh, that's a good one.
Yeah.
That's a good one. And then we can make it REEL and then do movies too.
Right.
Do
It's
movie reviews.
multi-purpose.
Multi-purpose. Joined now by our realtor to the stars, Richardson. As we look at the second kitchen, or no, here's the wet bar, Johnny. Here's the wet bar.
The wet bar.
You can
Wet
tell
bar
by
and
this
the sex chair in the background.
by the fucking sex chair Austin Powers.
Yeah, baby.
Jesus, Lau, you're blowing me out.
Oh, okay. Yeah, baby.
Ooh.
Is that better?
A little bit, yeah. There's the weight room.
Is that a new headpiece? Wow.
No.
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 Same one. Okay.
Same one. Same old one.
Mhm.
Same old. Same old. How's that? Any
Another-
better?
Yeah, you're good.
Better one. Better two.
You're good. You're
Better
good.
one.
Just a little loud off the pop there.
Oh, I'm sorry.
There's the front of the house, I think. I don't know. But seriously, $450 for this T6. Here it is.
What's a dead raccoon doing on the wall?
I think that's a bear. It's just distance.
No, it's a raccoon.
Is that a ski lodge or
No,
is that
look,
a
it's
sauna?
No, that's
The locker room.
that's the locker room for the ice rink, Mark. Come on.
The locker room.
I mean,
is
haven't
here.
you always you've always seen a locker room with a black bear pelt on the wall?
Yeah.
Is this-
Of course.
Just wait-
Of course.
Wait
Is
until
this-
you get to Pine Orchard this summer.
Is
Right.
this the set for Mystery Alaska?
It kind of looks like it, don't it? Kind of looks like it. So there you go. There's another part of the lodge. Here's the kitchen of the ice rink.
It makes sense.
Sure. There's the
There's
upstairs
another
to the ice
dining
rink.
room just in case.
Yeah. Here's another living room at the ice rink. Can I just buy the ice rink? Here we go. $6.99 for this one. The Olympus. Mike's camera. And here's your rink, baby.
There you go.
Here's
There
what
it
you're
is.
paying for, really. Here's the 5 of the 5.2 million.
Yeah.
And then back to the front of the house. Only one shot of the ice rink. That's all you need, apparently, to sell the damn thing. There we go.
So let's
Elon-
rank them. Let's rank the houses that we've looked at thus far. Yeah, it's Hayduke's got to be number one, right? I think for me, it's Hayduke number one.
Hey, Duke.
Well, so you missed some of the stats though, because Hayduke has 6 bedrooms, 7 baths, and 7 fireplaces.
And 3 laundry rooms and 3 living rooms.
God.
So wait a minute, hold on.
On
one of them has to-
2.25 acres.
One of them has to be a family room, and one of them has to be a den. They can't all be living rooms.
No, they're all living rooms.
No.
Every
no.
single one's a living room. Because
No,
there's 2
They're all
dens.
marketed as living rooms.
Because you have your living room upstairs, your living room downstairs, your den, the living room, and the ice rink.
Mm-mm. The living room upstairs is a loft. You're not going to convince me otherwise.
It's a wet bar.
A living room
yeah.
downstairs is a den. A living room upstairs is a loft.
I gotta agree with Mark on this one, gentlemen.
Who the fuck are both of you?
Not in Colorado.
Guys have lived in houses that had
Do you have
lofts.
Do you have your goddamn real estate license? Go suck a dick. Fuck y'all.
Perhaps I do. You
Keller
know?
Williams is
Before you
telling me
sit
that
there
there's
and
I was
no
gonna-
living
I was gonna
room.
say,
hoity on me, Mr. Waz. How do you know I don't have a realtor's license?
I don't know. Sell some houses.
Maybe I have.
And the
Have
living
ya?
room, the living room on the main floor that gets the most use is the family room, and the living room on the main floor that has the furniture in it that you're not allowed to sit in is the living room.
Exactly.
How I know?
So
how
what
I
do
know
you
you're
call
not-
what do you call the living room? The 2 sofas and the coffee table that's in between the living room and the dining room.
It's true.
That's a good
Because
question.
he had that.
Yes, he
Milan
did.
Hayduke had that.
He had that.
Maybe that's the waiting room for
Yeah.
between. That's my guess.
I was going to say
Wait.
the reading room, but yeah,
There you are. Yeah, the reading
That's
room.
where you
No,
had,
no.
that's
Reading
where the
room's got to have
hostess
like at
is,
least
right?
a couple of bookshelves so it gives the kind
That's
of the
true.
ambiance
That
of,
I will
of
agree
reading.
with.
no, that's the library. No, that's
Where
the
nobody
living
reads.
office.
Exactly. I'm sorry, my bad. Again, another room that's
Wait.
solely for presentation.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because when you get houses that big,
I bet you-
certain rooms you live in and certain rooms are just for show.
I
Don't
really
sit
hope
there.
that
This
the
room's
kitchen
just
at
for
least
show.
has a pathway to the conservatory.
Yeah.
Oh, I wonder
Here's
if
the
there are secret paths.
Here-
Go ahead. Scott.
Here's the biggest thing. As we compete against Cal Ripken and Milan Haydukes. Milan Haydukes undoubtedly flows a lot better.
It does.
way more modern.
Cal has way. I mean, both houses look. Both are way too much house. But Cal's is far more than Milan. Milan's at least you can. It at least seems a little more reasonable.
It's
in terms of too
reasonable.
much
It's only
house.
$5 million.
The only thing that's really gonna fuck you with Milan Haydukes, having to run the ice rink power plant all the time.
Yeah,
Mhm.
That's
That's
gonna
the
fuck you.
point.
Yeah.
Yep. Good point. Because say what you will about Cal's, but everything he's got there, like the indoor, the gyms and the batting cage and the
Basketball
and
court.
the basketball court and all that, the weight room, but none of that requires any special power plant or extra.
Even the
maintenance.
movie theater is
Yeah.
reasonable.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So you got to
But
kind of
neither
give the
of
edge to
these two
Ripken as
houses
far
have
as your
to be-
entertainment areas go.
Sure.
Yes.
I'm gonna have to say push on this one, gentlemen. There are no winners here.
I'm gonna say the number of fireplaces and the number of bathrooms kind of even each other out.
Yeah, no, that's true.
Yes.
Although Ripken had what? He had 13 bathrooms because he had 10 full and like 17 half.
Something like that.
Yeah, but he had
Some
that
kind
one
of
in the
crazy
kitchen.
bullshit.
He's
He
like
did have
every
the one in
second
the
room
kitchen.
was a bathroom, for Christ's sake. I mean, you
Yeah.
know, which made me wonder who in the house is incontinent.
Well, Lyle,
Well,
it's such a big house.
he's
you need
only
those
used-
drop offs.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's only used to running 60 feet.
Is it 60 or 90?
It's
90.
90.
Yeah, 60 to the mound. He's
Yeah,
not big
90
metal.
feet to between the bases.
Robin
60
Ventura's used to running 60 feet.
It's true.
No.
and getting his ass whooped.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just getting in a headlock and just
Oh,
getting
right
it.
into Nolan Ryan's fist.
Also, Cal Ripken's has a pool. So I think
There is extra work there. Yeah,
there's extra work there. Not as much as an ice rink, though.
true. But there is some. But still, I think though. Yeah, I still think Ripken's kind of.
It's easy.
Both
balances
of them
out.
in the right season.
It's easier there it's easier to get someone to clean your pool than to actually Zamboni your ice rink.
Mm.
Yeah, you could say that.
Unless you know how to do
You know-
it.
you know
Unless
what
you
I'm
know
saying?
how to do it yourself.
You know what I'm saying?
That's true. I know. I got you. I'm picking up the now.
Easier to get.
Yeah, you
someone
can
to
just go
clean.
to any
There's-
corner in
I-
Deadlock and find
I-
out somebody to clean your pool.
I detect a new T-shirt slogan right there.
Oh, by the way, breaking news. In the next couple of weeks, the Soderstrom bubble will have a logo and merch on sale.
Cool.
Oh, nice.
Let us know.
So-
Let me know, man. I'll push that on the old
Yeah.
there. Yeah, on the old
Push.
Twitterscape.
Yeah, so we're just finalizing on a logo. Still quicker than Todd P. Butts actually doing an intro for us. So he's got that going for him. But to his credit, he's in middle of nowhere, Nebraska. I don't know. Cal Ripken
Probably near
Jr.'s
the
mansion.
duck pin.
Maybe. Oh, I should ask him that tomorrow. Whoa! Oh God.
Everything all right over there?
No, I'm drinking. I'm drinking.
I'm gonna say advantage push.
Yeah, I'm
There's
drinking
no-
a little
the
hell
only thing that
lager.
both of- Oh, nice.
Anyway, go
The
ahead.
two things that these houses have that Gretzky's mansion did not was human feces around the place. I'm sorry, the other way around.
Hey, here's the thing: human feces and a lot of dip. Because if you remember Lenny Dykstra,
Oh yeah.
he had a softball-sized lip in his mouth at all times.
Yeah.
Yeah, Cal Ripken Jr.'s house is 25 acres worth. So you're getting a quarter of the acreage, not even a quarter of the acreage of that. I mean, you got to, yeah. So I think the lawn mowing duties cancel out the ice rink duties.
Mm-hmm.
Spiral staircases for Cal's stuff. Very, like we said, Haydukes is much more modern.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Haydukes just seems a little more. I get cozy, I guess you could say, at least more livable.
Oh God, this website has much better pictures of Cal Ripken Mansion.
See, doesn't look too much like a showpiece on.
No, yeah, it looked nice. It looked quaint.
Yeah,
It looked
so-
it didn't look out of the ordinary, that's for sure.
My question is, how many of those 7 fireplaces are only half fireplaces? Because they
That's
never
true.
specify.
That's true. So here's some better pictures of Cal Ripken's house.
Getting bathroom joke.
Not like some guy who just takes photos with his camera. This is old school. Like this. I'm pretty sure this kitchen was in oh God, what was the Webster show? Was it just called Webster?
Yeah.
Actually,
Different strokes.
No, there's
Actually,
different
that kitchen looks like it would have been like the centerpiece in the movie American Psycho, because it's all stainless steel for easy
Right.
cleanup.
I was pretty certain that there's like a knife in there that's been used for murder.
Yeah.
Here's a family. Here's a better picture of the theater place. There's this little sitting area and then the theater. There's a pool table over there. There's a theater. Movie theater itself looks fancy. Here's the weight room. Weight room looks really nice.
Hold on. Go back to that theater.
Yep, here.
Come on, photographer. You got to use a different lens if you're taking that picture. It makes you might as well just have a big screen TV there. What's
You're
the
not
point of having a
wrong.
movie screen? And you got to take the picture better, or
Yeah.
if that's the actual screen,
You
get a
should-
better screen in there.
You should probably spend at least $4.49 at Mike's camera
Mike's
and
camera.
pick up a new camera.
Here's a basketball court. Here's a locker room. This looks like a nice locker room. This is the locker room I'd put in Hayduk's ice rink.
See, but here's my problem. The first picture we saw of this had like a card table in the middle of the locker room. Okay,
Yeah.
weird, right? I don't get it. I don't know what you would really use it for, but fine. This is weirder. What are 2 super comfy chairs doing in the middle of a locker room where people are supposed to be getting changed? Is this so people can just sit around and watch?
Well, that's
people
what
get
happens
changed?
that's a clubhouse. It's a baseball clubhouse. There's like couches alongside in the middle of the lockers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
You see a little big league. That's
Yeah.
where they
Hold
figure
on.
out that the horse's name is Friday.
What? Go back. Why is Shannon Sharp's jersey?
Mm-hmm.
And then who's on the other side? Who's 31? Jamal Lewis. Jamal Lewis.
Like Jamal Lewis. Yep.
on the other side.
Yep. Jamal Lewis and the little
All right.
Bud Light and Miller Light or Bud Light and Budweiser there. And then you go into the hot tub area. Then here's the pinochle table.
Mm-hmm,
A lot of wicker in this house. Don't like it.
Oof.
A young child playing baseball outside the pool area. That's dangerous.
That's where the murders occur.
Here's the
That's where the bodies are buried.
BP room, and there you go.
All right.
Yeah, you're right about all that wicker. Somebody did a lot of shopping at Pier 1 Imports.
By the way, the Pier 1 Imports bias is closing. I might have to go buy some fixtures. I have to go buy some fixtures from Pier 1. Anyway, speaking of
You
fixtures,
should go and
Lyle-
get pictures of wicker chairs.
yeah, it's true. They call me the Wicker Man. Anyway,
Oh no. Not
So
the
Li-
bees.
so Lyle, in this episode of the Carolina Hurricanes are going to be bad. Thomas Dundon said that coaching strategy is overrated when you put them against intangibles.
Mm.
Well, I mean, he does have a point there. You can't measure intangibles.
Very true.
No, but-
At what point? At what point do they just take ownership away from Thomas Dundon and say you're a little bit too psychotic, sir?
well, it's far too early for that yet, but I think when he replaces Rod Brindamore with a donkey, I think that's
So November.
yes.
Because it seems like Thomas Dundon's just going to make the lineup, and then he's going to get Brendamore's advice on the lineup and say, "No, you
Is
can't.
it weird
You
if-
can't play 2 goalies, sir."
Is it weird of me to think that I fully envisioned Thomas Dundon on like night 1 actually cutting up the pig on the way in while people are like getting like scanning tickets and stuff, and the like opening night giveaway is like pork from like a 50-pound pig that he roasted in his
Oh
backyard.
God, I thought you meant the mascot.
Oh, that
that's
amazing.
so
He was going to slaughter him at center ice.
exactly. You have Stormy's head on a pike outside, and then you're just giving away pork sandwiches.
I didn't even
That's-
realize, but that's amazing. That's a great giveaway,
Did you-
actually.
Yeah,
Now that's one way to get a new mascot.
yes.
Stormy's head in a pool.
Yeah. Did you not remember that their mascot was?
Oh wow.
No, I did
Uh,
not. That's wow. That got weird quickly.
It did.
Kinda.
It did.
Really
Yeah.
weird.
Right now, it's all still sort of outside
Doesn't
the
sound
box
good, though,
thinking.
Lyle. It
I
doesn't
guess is
sound
this the
great.
phrase outside the box thinking, but we'll see. We'll see.
It doesn't sound great.
Well, I still want to see what moves they're going to make. It's one thing for him to be kind of doing, his version of free association theater when it comes to his coaching and management hires. But I want to see, what they're looking at, what the roster's going to look like when we get into training camp in September. That's what I'm curious to see, because I got a feeling there's some big moves coming for the Hurricanes. They've got their management thing is sorted out by settling on the nearest guy available. They got their coaching thing settled by hiring the nearest guy available.
Which, to be honest, smart idea, because you don't have to pay him because they're already under contract.
Exactly.
Genius.
But it's like, okay, we saw that Ronnie Francis was kind of unwilling to make like real big player for player moves. He did make trades last year, but he wasn't really doing player for player swaps, No. So that's what I'm going to be interested to see coming from Don Waddell, who does know how to make player for player swaps, but does he know how to make them better compared to when he was with the Atlanta Thrashers? We'll see. Mind you, to be fair, he did do the Hossa for Heatley swap, which quite frankly was a wash. I would say that was pretty much even up. Both players got what they wanted.
Yeah.
Both teams, I should say, got what they wanted. So that didn't hurt. But like he took a bath on the Keith Tkachuk thing. Oh boy.
Well, that was his Martin Erat.
Yeah. Oh boy. Yeah. So maybe older and wiser now. We'll see. But that to me is going to tell the tale. Is what is this team going to look like? Because one of those defensemen is going, and Jeff Skinner. Could be going. Skinner. He could be going too. So there's lots of rumblings of late about Skinner's future with the franchise. So be interesting to see how that turns out.
All right. By the way, here's a picture of Stormy. Look at him. He looks great. He looks just amazing.
Not half as amazing as he looks slaughtered at center ice.
Exactly.
Let me tell you.
His head slaughtered that. Muscular Stormy.
What happened?
What?
Kind of cut out there.
Yeah.
I was just making a bad joke about bringing in a newly updated mascot, more modern looking mascot.
I went more modern.
As he's killing the old one.
Killing the old one. Oh man, Shevitz. All right. Let's see here. What do we got here? I'm trying to think of a little haha fuck you right off the bat. I can't think of any good ones because there's not really much. It's hard because usually it's topical. It's topical when we do these ones. There's not really much topic because there's not really much to talk about. So fuck it. Let's do the Carolina Hurricanes opening night roster.
Oh Lord. Oh Lord.
From 1997.
Oh Jesus.
Since we're talking it, it's fine.
Was Thomas Dundon on the team?
He might have been. I got to bring up the roster now.
Dun. Whoa, where'd that come from? Wow.
1997 and 98, ladies and gentlemen.
97, 98.
Their first game was against the Tampa Bay Lightning.
Ooh.
They lost.
Do we get their roster too?
Yeah, you want the 1997 Tampa Bay Lightning?
No, forget it.
All right, Lyle gets it. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh, I'm not very bright at all.
36 skaters and 2 goalies to choose from October 1st, 1997. October 1, 1997.
Scotty set the bait and you took it.
Thank you, Lyle.
Oh, boy.
So, Lyle, you can go first.
Oh, fuck you, right? Okay.
97.
96, 97?
96, 90. Nope, 97, 98.
97, 98. Okay. Steve Chason.
He's on the board. See, he's making it look easy.
What?
Look at him, Carolina Hurricanes. All right, Mark.
I feel like Alexei Zhitnik was on this team.
Fuck you. No, he wasn't. Good guess, though, I'm sure. Johnny.
Rod Brendamore.
Sorry.
Wait, are we still talking about the Hurricanes? Or are we talking about the Lightning here?
Both. You got everything.
Hurricanes and the Lightning. So away we go because of my big mouth. Shit.
Yeah, exactly. All right. So you and Johnny, Lyle, now you're up.
Archer Zerbe?
Fuck you. Nope.
Okay.
Mark?
Jeff Sanderson.
Ooh.
Fuck you. Nope.
What?
No.
I'm kidding.
Jeff
He's on there.
Sanderson. Really?
Yep. Jeff Sanderson was on there.
Kidding.
Oh, I was gonna say, Jesus, that's cruel, man.
Sandy is on there. So we got two of the Hurricanes. Johnny, we still have a whole Lightning roster to look forward to.
Oh God.
Manon Rayon.
Fuck you. That garbage. Out of here with that.
I like that one though. I like that one.
Couple years too late. Lyle.
Okay, I got to think of a Lightning one. Oh crap, and I had him too. Ulanov? Igor Ulanov?
Look at you, making it look easy. See, that's why I picked the Lightning. He's got Igor Ulanov up his sleeve.
That explains the rash.
At this point.
Sandis Ozolinch.
Ooh, good one.
Sorry.
Oh.
I don't even know if he played for either team. It's just one of those guys that felt like he should have.
Well, he
been on
played
one of
with
these teams.
well, he played with Colorado. He played with San Jose.
Play with Florida.
Yeah. Didn't he?
I
Mm.
I don't know if he did or not.
But just the fact that nobody really knows. He's just one of those guys. That
I know for sure he played for the Hurricanes and for the Sharks.
Okay.
Okay. The
Those
Sharks.
two
I was
for
like, I'm
sure.
pretty
Or not
certain
the
he played
Hurricane,
for
the Avalanche and the Sharks.
He played for the Hurricanes.
Did he?
2001 to 2002. 2000 to 2002.
So I was right without even being aware of it. Okay.
Exactly. Played for the Sharks, Avalanche, Hurricanes, Panthers, Ducks, and Rangers.
Oh, I thought that's right. He finished his career with the Rangers. Yes, thought he did.
All right, to Johnny.
Me and my.
Um,
God damn it.
Got a bigger field than Lyle.
Vincent Lecavalier.
True. Could keep the game going for a while.
Do you not hear
No,
me?
I didn't.
Cavier.
No, sorry. Fuck you. That was he was drafted in '98, so you were a year early.
Well, that rules out the one I was gonna. That also rules out the one I was gonna say, which was Brad Richards.
Yep. No. So,
he had his own day.
He did.
Zach Burke.
Fuck you. Nope.
Shit. He did play for them though, but not that year, I guess, right?
No, he played later. He was more Phoenix.
Oh, okay.
Mark.
Jeff Hackett.
Fuck you. Nope.
Okay.
Johnny.
Wow, how do we not know who either of these goalies are?
I know, right?
Mike Liut.
Lyle. He was, not, he was, he was retired in '92, sadly.
I'm just thinking of Whalers at this point.
Fuck.
This is dumb, Scotty.
Oh man, this is hard.
Hey, blame Lyle. He got all cocky.
Yeah, well, I thought why? Yeah.
Put the Lightning in there too.
Widen, Mr. Big Mouth. Oh yeah, widen the field. Great. Now I can't think. Hang on.
And he couldn't think of two dead eras for these teams.
Oh, I know, right? Holy crap.
Bunch of has-beens and a few never was.
Roman Hammerlick.
There it is. He got it back.
Wow.
Because he was one of their high draft picks, I think.
In
One of their first ones.
3, I believe it was.
Yeah. I figured he was still with them.
To Mark.
Oh boy.
There's still some names on these lists.
Yeah, if I get this is gonna be a walk off. I think if I get this. Darren Pupa.
Walk it off.
Oh, nice one, Mark. Nice one.
Goalie. Look at him
He
go.
finally got a goaltender.
Oh, so close.
Just kidding. I'm gonna stay.
Okay, good. Darren Pupa on the board.
Darren Pupa.
I just saw a video of someone taking a poopa in a Vancouver Tim Hortons and throwing it at the staff.
Oh God!
Jesus Christ!
Oh,
Ugh.
Yeah,
Gretzky's, man.
indeed.
She sat up against the wall, took a poop, then picked it up and threw it at the kid, giving her a coffee. Then took that nice enough to take the napkins and wipe her butt, and then throw that at the kid.
Oh God!
Vancouver, catch the feces.
Stay classy.
Yeah, Johnny, you're on.
AJ has chime in before. He's going to keep his Milan
Keep the streak
Hajduk
alive.
and Cal Ripken streak alive.
Yeah.
He wants to go with Sean Burke.
Ooh.
The other
No,
Burke.
sir. I'm sorry. You're not a winner.
Oh.
He did not play in this game. I will say that. He could have been a backup. He did not play in this game.
Ah.
So I'm going to vote against him. There's still plenty of time for him to rebound. But he did not play
Like
in
Charles
this game.
Barkley.
Exactly. The round mound of rebound. So Johnny, to you.
He just wrote back womp womp.
AJ, fuck you.
Oh,
Johnny, that's a good thing. It's
Oh.
a good thing.
men with the highest level of affection and respect.
Exactly.
Whose turn is it?
Johnny.
I'm trying to think of players. Yeah,
You
pressure
need
line.
both, brother.
Yeah, you and everyone else.
Wow.
Uh,
Because these really weren't teams we paid very much attention to back then. Because there was no reason to.
Nope.
They were
uh,
just talk about your basket of deplorables. Holy crap.
Brian Bellows.
Ooh.
Sorry.
Ah.
Sorry.
I thought he played for the Lightning, though.
I don't think he did, honestly. He played for the Caps. That much I do know.
That's fine.
He did. He played for the. He did play for the Lightning, but not for this year. Played for the Lightning in. The 2 years previous.
That's about right.
Yeah.
So I'm shooting low and I'm shooting high so far.
There you go.
AJ has another one if we want to throw it out there.
Hang on a
but we'll
sec.
let
Well,
Lyle go.
Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead. I'm still trying to think of a name here.
All right.
He would
AJ's
like to throw out Rob Zomner.
Rob Zombie? No, I'm sorry. No Rob Zombie on that team.
I heard Rob
Right.
Zomner
Oh, Zomner.
Zomner.
on the
Yeah.
board. AJ,
There
keep
we
it
go.
alive.
There we go. Okay.
Robbie Zomner.
It took,
That's
it took him
right, 'cause
two shots this year.
That's
week.
because that was the Olympic year, wasn't it?
Yeah.
And that was when they inexplicably picked him to be on Team Canada. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. I'm thinking of Kasperi Kapanen's dad. Was he with the Hurricanes then?
Gonna need
Oh, yeah,
gonna need-
Sammy.
Gonna need a first. Johnny gets the point for the Sammy.
Hey!
You both get half points.
Okay. I'll take that. Thank you, Johnny.
Sammy
Two
Kapanen.
half backs.
Sammy. Yeah, I couldn't remember his first name. Yeah.
Sammy.
Sammy.
Mark with a C.
Oleg Tverdovsky.
Fuck you.
Oh,
I love the cocksuredness.
Oh my God.
Brings me so much joy, crushing dreams.
I don't even know.
Wow.
Yeah, that's fine.
Tiva
It's just fun to
Tverdovsky
say.
Tverdovsky did play for the Hurricanes, their Stanley Cup year.
Oh,
Okay.
okay.
So he was playing for the Coyotes during this year.
Mm.
The Coyotes.
Coyote.
Johnny.
For some reason, this name just keeps popping into my head, and I have no idea what his first name was. Pretty certain he was a goalie, and his last name was like Bartholomew or Barthmew or something like that. It's like,
You're thinking of Daniel Berthume.
yes,
He was not on this team.
and he wasn't on his
Oh.
team.
No. Good try though. Good Daniel Berthume.
Bartholomew,
Bartholomew.
your full name.
ECH-
Bartholomew.
ECHL Hall of Famer Daniel Berthume.
I'm a mug, half man, half dog. I'm my own best friend.
Fuck. Hang on.
Well, you got all the time in the world for this. 10 seconds.
Okay. Oh shit.
While he's doing that, some great stats on the Carolina Hurricanes. They had a nice shooting percentage of 6.9. Nice.
Wow.
Nice.
Yeah.
I do like how AJ comes in right before fuck you. He gives us his thing and then he jumps off the show. He's on the show for like
He
15
just
minutes.
vanishes. Yeah.
Gets his shit
Like,
in.
okay, my work here is done. Fuck you. I'm gone.
Shit in and leaves.
Yeah. Jesus. Jesus. I want to say Keith Primo, but I don't know if he was with him or not.
Are you saying, or is this
Hang on.
okay?
Yeah, fuck it. I don't think he was with, but yeah, fuck it. I'm gonna say Keith Primo.
Good thing you kept with that. He was on this team.
Go
What assists on the
on, was
night?
he?
Yep.
Oh, I thought he was gone the year before. I thought
on
he
the
got-
board. Played 1 year.
Okay,
A
I
lot
thought
of
he got
people thought
traded.
he was gone the year before.
Philly. I thought they traded him to Philly the year before, but hey, okay, I'll take it. Holy crap!
The mark.
I think I'm out. I'm blanking at
I
this.
am very close to being there with you, bud. Jesus. When teams really suck in a certain period, I mean, it's hard to come up with the names, man.
Not great. It's not a great.
I know that he's not on this team, but screw it. Feder Tootin.
You just want to say Tootin.
Yeah.
Darn tootin' he did.
Fuck you. Nope.
I'm gonna say whoever the Oregon player was that played Brass Bonanza came with the team.
I wish he did. That would have been fantastic.
Great. No, because it was the Scorpions who played "Rock You Like a Hurricane."
Yeah.
They're just.
I'm tapping. It
Tap?
hurt my brain. It hurt my brain
Are we
just to think
tapping
of Keith
across the
Primo.
board? So I can reveal these rosters.
Yeah, might as well. Who cares?
Who cares? Just...
Yeah.
All right. So for the Carolina Hurricanes, Adam Burt, Steve Chason, like you mentioned,
He was great.
Enrico Ciccone, Kevin Dineen, Nelson Emerson, Stu Grimson,
Jesus,
Steve Halco, Keith Haller, captain was mentioned, Robert Cron, Steve Leach.
That was before the wall.
Yeah, Kent Manderville, Jeff O'Neill on this team. Keith
He was
Primo mentioned.
fantastic for the Colorado Rockies.
He was. First off, I think it's Paul O'Neill.
Yeah.
And for the Yankees,
I wondered where Johnny was going with that for a second.
Yeah.
What?
Primo, Stephen Rice, Gary Roberts,
Oh.
Jeff Sanderson, and Glenn Wesley. In net, number 37, Trevor Kidd.
Oh, Kidder.
Kidd.
I remember those pads.
Yes.
Yeah, the checkers. They
The
were great.
checkerboard.
For the Lightning, for your Tampa Bay Lightning, Mikkel Anderson. The guy I think Johnny thought he knew, Brian Bradley, not Brian Bellows.
Ah.
You love him, but you hate him in a limo. Dino Cicerelli.
Wow.
Wow.
Had 2 goals and an assist that night. Corey Cross, Carl Dykehouse, which is something you really love in college. Roman Hamrlik was mentioned. Jamie Huscroft, Jeff Norton, Patrick Poulin, Michael Renberg, Alex Selivanov, Jeff Toms. We mentioned Igor Ulanov, Vladimir Vucek, Mick Vukoda, Jason Weimer, Paul Isevart, and Rob Zomner and Darren Pupa were mentioned.
Ah.
Sweet. Mikkel Renberg was mentioned twice on this show tonight.
You get residuals.
Yeah.
All right. Well,
God almighty, those are 2 bad teams, man.
yeah.
Wow.
Not in a 80s slang way.
No. No.
All right. Mark, you have to depart us now.
I do. I do.
All right, buddy.
I assume that you guys mentioned something about the Capitals earlier in the show.
Kinda. They played like
Kinda,
dog
little.
shit last night. Yeah.
Well, you had to know the Lightning were going to bring it.
Oh yeah. No, I knew they
They
were going to
had
lose that
to.
game. They were
They
going to lose
had
that game.
to.
I just thought the Caps wouldn't be so capital in that game.
I leave you with this wild and crazy theory about why the Caps are playing so well on the road and not so great at home.
Okay.
So most of this team is older now. At least the core of the team is older now than they were throughout the rest of their playoff runs. Most of them are married. Most of them have kids now. So their home life isn't necessarily as structured, I'd say.
Are you speaking from experience?
Yes, as it used to, maybe it used to be. So what I'm thinking is they actually get better. Their schedules are more intact, and they get better sleep when they're on the road. So I would say to Barry Trotz, you should make them stay in a hotel in DC if you really want to get the best out of your players. That's
some coaches have done that. Some coaches do that with their players.
Or if you're the
when they're-
players, just say, fuck it, coach said to do this, and then do it anyway. Even if he didn't say it.
Some of Mark's best playoff years were before marriage and the kid.
It's true.
Actually, all of Mark's best playoff years.
Yes.
He stopped
Yeah.
playing.
Very
That's
true.
Of course, old man time and old man joint disabilities came caught up with Mark too. Let's not blame this all on the
Yeah.
on the fact that he decided to have a family and settle down.
Crazy little thing called knee injuries. The latest song by the late Freddie Mercury. There you
By
go.
the way, I mean everyone hears Yanni and Laurel, but Mark just hears crying. So
Yeah.
all right, Mark, take care, buddy. We'll
yes,
talk to you
peace.
next week.
Peace
Talk
and
to you next week, bud.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he goes. By this time next week,
Speaking
the
of,
Caps- yes.
Speaking of Freddie Mercury, that biopic that they have out on Queen looks fantastic.
Well, the trailer looks really good.
That's what I mean.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
trailer looks good. I mean, hopefully the movie measures up because how many times have you gone, great trailer, lousy movie? We could have just
don't go
seen
to the
all the
movies.
best. We could have just seen all the best scenes from that movie, and the rest of it could be a real dog. But
It's
hopefully,
only
it won't
90 minutes.
Yeah.
Right? I think something like that.
be like that.
I don't even know what's happening.
Hopefully,
It
it'll be
was on
good.
the Twitter.
No, I don't.
Mayor of East Coast, Brian Metzger had it on Facebook, and that's where I watched it.
Oh, the Eastern Shore Vigilante, Brian
Oh.
Metzer.
Oh, did
Yeah,
you
yeah.
guys get the news about the GM of the Year finalists? Have you done that yet, or?
No, we haven't. Who's the
Okay.
GM?
Oh, okay. No, okay. I guess
Is
it's
it
just
as
came out.
is it as obvious as? Let me. Can I guess, Lyle? Can
Absolutely.
Can I do my
Big
own?
guess.
Ha, fuck you.
Big guess, sir. This will be your haha fuck you.
All right, I will name 3.
Mhm.
I will take GM. I will
On the
take
board.
on the
for
board.
one. Yep.
I will take. Oh God, I'm trying to think of everyone else who's around.
God would put together a really good team.
He would.
Yes, he would.
Would
What
he
if
be lack-
God was one of us?
Oh,
Yes,
I know.
a
Just
slob like one of us.
maybe in Lou Lamarillo's thing. I'm trying to think of any teams.
You got one. Come on, Scott.
Whoever the GM. I don't know. Oh, Steve Eiserman. Is he?
On the board.
Eiserman's there.
One more. One more.
One more. I'm trying to think of who the hell finished everywhere else. Shovel Day off.
It's a clean sweep for Scotty Waz, ladies and gentlemen. Clean
There
sweep.
it
We got
is.
them all. Yes, this came out 7 minutes ago now. They are Kevin Shoveldayoff of your Winnipeg Jets, GM George McPhee of the Vegas Golden Knights, the Cinderella story, come out of nowhere. And, of course, Steve Eisenman of the Tampa Bay Lightning are your 2018 finalists.
Who is
And-
this voted by?
Pardon me?
Is this who is this voted by? Like,
Hang on.
wait,
think it's
the
media?
Minnesota.
I
City
think
Hall
it's,
area?
just let me check.
good pull, Johnny.
Okay, panel voted. Okay, yeah. Yes, the 31 GMs and a panel of league executives, print and broadcast media voted on the award following the conclusion of the second round of the Stanley Cup playoffs.
Oh, that's interesting.
Oh wow!
Isn't it? That's kind of
This is the only award that you really get for being part of the playoffs. As
Yeah,
well.
they
And-
all win.
Yeah, and all the GMs get a hand in picking. So after they get all of them get done picking themselves, they then the
There
print
has to be a
broadcast
rule
media
you're not
gets-
allowed to pick yourself, right?
Yeah.
I
But
would
there
think
is
so.
not a rule that says that you can't pick for your friend and that your friend pick you.
Exactly. But let's be honest. You know, McPhee's winning this.
Yeah, no,
McPhee
it's
is
going
winning
away.
This just absolutely the other. I mean, no offense to Shoveldayoff or Eisman because they did a damn good job putting their teams together and all that. But
Absolutely.
this is an unusual year, and yeah, McPhee's gonna get. If McPhee doesn't win this, and if Gerard Gallant doesn't win Coach of the Year, then the fix is in, kids. That's all I can say. The fix is in. Because these
'cause-
guys should be winning it, running away. Running away, I tell you.
I don't know. Shovel Dayoff should get more credit than we give him.
Well, listen, he deserves a lot of credit. I'm not dissing him. And I would say in any other year, it would be Shovel Dayoffs.
Yeah.
But come on. GM put together a team from scratch that has gone to the Western Conference Final. You know, that topped the Pacific Division, was one of the top teams in the league, and has reached the Western Conference Final. All this from a team made up of basically cast-offs, supposed has-beens, and youngsters who had not yet reached their prime. And kaboom. Look at them.
Yeah.
Look at them.
And then they traded for a player that they scratched for 9 games straight, and then he came back and scored a goal and to start
Yep.
the win.
That's how friggin' you think about it, that's how scary deep this team is. It's like you get a guy who's a proven 20-goal, 40-point, 50-point guy in Thomas Tatar. And yeah, they stay, you know, he plays a little bit down the stretch, and like Johnny said, they scratch him for most of the playoffs, and then stick him in there to decide, okay, after game 1, we kind of got shook up a little bit, so let's shake things up a little bit more here, and we'll throw Tatar in, and boom, yeah, scores a big goal against the Jets, and
that may have been the fastest I've ever seen somebody miss a goal.
yeah,
He missed this first shot.
yeah,
It goes off the side of the net, bounces off the backboards, and he somehow gets it back out front in one motion.
Yeah.
I was like, holy crap.
and gets it under the goalie's glove just in time.
Yeah, it was quick.
Yeah.
And I fully appreciate, I don't know how many people noticed, and maybe I'm just adding some extra significance to this, but I fully appreciated the one leg up with the stick in the air, like a knight pose after he scored the goal. And then he like brought his stick back down like he was putting the sword back away. I was like, that's nice. That's
Pretty
good.
Maybe he was the knight during the opening ceremonies.
Could have been.
Who knows?
He was scratched.
Yeah, could have been. Exactly. He wasn't doing anything better. Anywho. Where else are we gonna go with this?
I've watched more of that series, I think, than the Cap series.
Which is
I've
odd
listened
'cause
to the
it's on
Cap
later.
series on TV.
It's on later. That's the weird part about it.
It's easier
They're
to
all at the
watch
same
when you
time.
don't have a dog in the fight, right?
It's not at the same
Yeah,
time.
but
The
they've
game-
all been.
tonight.
Well, I
Tonight.
guess
It's
they've been at 9 p.m.
Yeah, tonight.
oh
it's,
no, tonight it's at 9, but it's been 8 local.
Yeah,
I believe most of the time.
it makes it 10 o'clock my
Yeah.
time. So it's
Except
gonna be late
Saturday,
night for
where-
Lyle.
Except Saturday, where Tampa Bay and Washington are playing 7:15 after the Preakness. So
Mhm.
fucking who cares? Who knows? What more can Nashville do aside from getting rid of Scott Hartnell? What more can they do? Because man, the someone says the weight of the President's Trophy is strong.
Yeah.
Didn't know
They-
how strong.
They really don't need to do very much. I mean, look, this was a disappointing finish, sure, but you know the window of opportunity for this club is still wide open. You know, and they got a couple of young kids in there that they brought in this season that I think are going to make a difference, especially young Tolvanen, I believe. Is it Tolvanen? Yeah, Eli
Yep.
Tolvanen.
Yep.
He's the big one. They're going to be expecting big things from him next season. They brought in Ryan Hartman from Chicago. He kind of had an up and down year, but part of the reason why he went through the downs was he was playing with a shoulder injury, I believe it was.
Yep.
So that would explain some of his inconsistency. But I mean, he's only 23, still has plenty of upside. So I think they're going to be looking at that. I can expect to see them, you know, bring in like maybe a depth signing or two, but I don't see them going after, you know, a big name guy like John Tavares or anything like that if he hits the market or swing a big trade. And God knows there are people who want to see it. I mean, you don't want to see them make a big move. I mean, you know, right off the bat, we had they'll trade PK Subban because he rubs his teammates the wrong way. That's just a carryover from his Montreal days. You know, they don't have a problem with it. And Peter Laviolette basically laughed it off during his end season interview. You know, so what? Where's he going? You know, he's not going anywhere. So, you know, that's a load of just BS. Basically, and look where it's coming from out of some people in the Canadian media. Surprise, surprise. You know,
Why do hockey media and fans have such an issue with a personality?
because we don't like our players to have personalities, Johnny. We're funny that way. Yeah. And when I say we, I mean most hockey fans and most pundits. Apparently, we whine and cry about there's not enough players with personality in the league. Then lo and behold, we get one in a guy like PK Subban, and all of a sudden he's got too much personality. He puts himself above the team. No, that's no good. He should be bland like everybody else. He should be bland like Connor McDavid. You know, Connor McDavid, great skill, has the personality of a piece of cardboard. Sorry, but he does. You know, so you get that.
I think UC Saros needs to play more next season.
Oh, I agree with you. I think he will. You know,
Yeah.
but you know, even there, you had Matt Larkin of my one of my former place of employment, the Hockey News, suggesting that maybe they should consider trading Pekka Rinne. They're not going to trade Pekka Rinne. Yeah, I know he's got a season left. Yeah, he had a crappy playoff, but he's the odds-on favorite to win the Vezina Trophy this year. He's got one season left on his contract. Probably won't be back after next season, but I know that David Poile has a recent history of making blockbuster deals. But I don't see him handing the reins over to Saros just yet. I think he sticks with Rinne for another season, but I think you'll see Saros get more playing time and they'll scale back Rinne's a bit.
It's the whole Carey Price argument, but in Nashville. Just get rid. He had one bad year, but you have more value of him if you trade him now. You know.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, that's the thing you see in Montreal. Oh yeah, sure, he had a bad year. Yeah, he got hurt, but trade him now. Trade him now before his new contract kicks in. And then next year, if he's healthy and he carries him in the playoffs, oh, thank God they didn't trade him. Jesus. Like I said, fans are weird. And in some cities, they're fucking batshit crazy. Some of them, not all of them, but some of them. And I mean,
it almost seems like they have nothing else in their lives.
Like in Montreal, that's pretty much
the area is like the best thing that they have going for them.
Well, because in Montreal, that really is the only real pro sport that's left. I mean, with all due respect to the Canadian Football League and the Montreal Argonauts, and to the, of course, our, the Major League Soccer
MLS team,
the MLS team that they have, yeah. But sorry, in Montreal, it's the Canadians 24/7. It's the Habs still rule. The Habs are gods there, and when the gods fall, when it's twilight of the gods, the natives get restless. As I mix my metaphors and so on and so on. There you go. But yeah, so that's all they got to talk about. So some people are just like, "Oh, train all the team, fire this guy."
There's two things to that. A, fan is short for fanatical.
Mm-hmm.
Not forget that. B, Twitter is a garbage hole void.
Oh my Lord!
You yell into it, and then people pick up on it.
Yep.
The act of going viral is dumb, but people
now in the Matt Larkin's case, he's just throwing out a suggestion. He is, as I said, he is a former colleague, and I'm not saying that he's crazy or anything like that, or stupid for suggesting it. But do I see the Predators trading? No, of course not. And they're not going to trade PK Subban. That's just stupid. It's the same as people in Pittsburgh. There's some folks in Pittsburgh who think, well, Phil Kessel just had a 92-point season, career high 92 point. His trade value's never been higher. Trade him now. And it's just like, no, they're not going to. Poor Phil Kessel. I mean, no fucking respect at all, man. I mean, in Toronto, he was used as a piñata, as the scapegoat for the Leafs' woes, which most of it was definitely not his fault. Then he comes to Pittsburgh. Even when they won their first Stanley Cup, they weren't even a week into their celebration, and you had some wanker in one of the Pittsburgh papers saying that, if Kessel was a cancer in the dressing room, they should trade him now. They should get rid of him. They just laughed it off. It's like, what the hell? It's like, guys, look, I know, and he's another look. I know Phil Kessel is not your traditional type of hockey player, but damn, man, I mean, the guy had friggin' 92 points this season. Yeah, he didn't have a very good playoff, and while none of the Penguins want to use injuries as an excuse, the guy was banged up.
Played 170 games in the past 3 years.
Yeah, exactly. Not that had it. Yeah, exactly, John. Not like that had anything to do with it. this whole thing of, oh, his values never trade him now. They're not going to trade him now. And the reason why they're not going to trade him is because they're going to take another run at the Stanley Cup next year. And Phil Kessel was a key part of their last 2 Stanley Cup runs. So they're going to keep him for another run. The same as trade Chris Letang. Oh, yeah, that makes total sense. Let's trade your best defenseman. Oh, well, he didn't play that well this year.
I think they should.
You just don't like Chris Letang, and I understand why. I can understand why. Bit of
I
a
feel
chippy.
like these articles are already written though, and like every year
well ahead
there's
of
just
time.
a wheel, and they're like, who this year?
It's control.
A
It's
Russian.
control.
Somebody
It's
find me a Russian.
control.
Trade Alex Ovechkin. All right, I got it. I'll just
Remember
plug it
when
in.
that was a
Let's
thing
plug
a few years ago?
2 years ago. It was last year.
That was 6 months ago.
Oh shit! Yeah, you're right. Sorry, that's right. That was a year ago when they got. Maybe it's time they consider trading Ovechkin if they can't get past the second round with him. If you can't win with him, maybe you should trade him. And that's why, kids, you are not general managers.
It's essentially a find and replace for these articles.
Yes.
Well, like yeah, like that's the first big thing. And like, oh, trade Phil Kessel while his value's never been higher. Okay, for who?
Exactly.
Bring him a defenseman and a good young winger. Okay, from where? Carolina maybe.
St. Petersburg.
We're running out of ideas, but definitely trade him. It's like, oh, for Christ's sake. Just now, like I said,
that's your problem, Lyle. You bring logic into this.
I know, and I should. Now, listen. To be fair, there have been times when I have been wrong. There were when they were talking about trading Kessel back, when he was at Toronto. I dismissed that when the whole PK thing of PK Subban being traded, 2 years ago. I dismissed that, especially when we got past the draft in Buffalo. Because I remember telling you guys when we were going into that, I said, if Subban's going to be traded, it's going to be this weekend. Because if it doesn't happen this weekend, it's not going to happen. And it didn't happen that weekend.
I don't remember a whole lot of that weekend.
But it didn't happen that weekend. And I was like, see, told you, it's not happening. And then 3 days later, he winds up traded to Nashville. But I can feel very certain in saying this time around that neither Kessel or Subban are going anywhere this summer. In most cases, in these kind of things, they're not going to get dealt. Of course not. Because where are you going to trade them?
So Phil Kessel for PK Subban.
There we go. Fuck it. It's a done deal, baby. It's a done deal. Because of course, then we can watch we can watch Subban and Crosby curse at each other as teammates. Get out of here, you fucking goof.
Exactly. It's fantastic.
Oh, man. Can I just say, by the way, Crosby is a masterful use of the F-bomb. I gotta say, he drops that real well.
Yeah.
Real well. Get the fuck out of here, you fucking goof. And Subban, fuck you, Crosby. Fuck you. Get the fuck out of here, you fucking goof.
Should have been on the Caps with all the F-bombs he's dropping. The Austin Matthews, Mike Babcock summon happened. And we couldn't be prouder.
Jesus Christ. Yeah, heaven forbid a coach and a player actually have a little disagreement over power play time. Good God.
Heaven forbid a young kid who's 20
Yeah.
but again, hashtag Toronto media.
Yeah, because they got nothing better to do.
Nothing. The Raps are out.
Raps are out.
Toronto
The
FC.
Jays are doing their usual mid-May swoon. So what is there to talk about? Well, let's blow up a minor tiff between our head coach and our best player and blow it up into something. Oh my God, this could be Kessel revisited. Holy crap! Jesus. Man.
Do you know how much I would pay to see Austin Matthews walking around the streets of Toronto with a hot dog right now?
Oh my God, he's so great.
Oh man, but he doesn't have enough personality. If he did, that's what he'd do.
PK Subban would have already. There would already be pictures.
If he was with the Leafs and they were doing that, you would have seen him strolling around with a big ass hot dog in his hand. Just straight up. Oh yeah. He would have been having a ball with that. Yep.
Oh my God.
Oh well. Like I said, Matthews, like McDavid, very talented, has the personality of Formica, because that's the way we like our hockey players, folks. That's the way we like them. We like them bland. Don't want them to be interesting and personable.
By we, you mean the media?
Yeah.
Okay.
And a lot of fans too, guys.
Like I
said,
fans.
not all fans, but I said a lot of fans. A lot of fans, as I said earlier, they sit down and they go, "Oh, our players are too bland and they don't have personality." And then when you get ones with personalities, you hate them. You hate them
They're-
for speaking
they're-
their minds and for
they're-
being, you know.
The old school fan are the Abe Simpson looking at Johnny Unitas, whereas Homer's mom's looking at Broadway Joe during
Yeah.
the Super
Yeah.
Bowl III.
See, that's a haircut you could set your watch to.
Exactly.
Mm.
Be forever known as Homer J. Simpson. Oliver Ekman Larson and the Coyotes apparently have discussing 8-year extension
Mm-hmm.
on a deal obviously beneficial to Arizona, monetarily beneficial for Oliver Ekman Larson. The question is, do we believe in this young core enough as we have been through this story a bit too long? Is this team now, are we ready to crown them? Are we ready to say these guys right here, these are the Winnipeg Jets? Not literally from before, but now
course.
from the thing. Now from the here, Craig Morgan's trying to figure this whole thing out. Winnipeg fans are yelling at him. The point is this.
I get where you're going with this. Well, because
Are you asking, is this finally the team that moves to Seattle?
first off, they're getting that expansion money, and they'll move the Seattle will get the expansion team. Houston will get the relocated team.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah. And Quebec gets shut out again, baby.
Well, don't worry. Thomas Dundon will actually put him in the
of course.
put him in the
Well,
Mayflower to go up to Quebec City.
Once that arena deal is winding down in 5-7 years time, yeah, off they go. But anyway, but that's the thing with the Coyote. On the one hand, you sit there, you go, geez, but yeah, they're still awfully young. And you look at what happened with Edmonton when they were awfully young. Well, and they still are in a lot of ways, but a couple of years ago when they were much more younger than they are now. And you go, oh, geez, you know, there's a real danger, a real risk, you know, because say what you will about the Winnipeg Jets, but they have a good mix of veterans at their peak, guys like Dustin Byfuglien, you know, Blake Wheeler, you know.
I didn't realize Toby Emstrom was still on that team.
Yeah, and you know, good young talent like Hellebuck, and you could still class Scheifele and put Scheifele in that group.
Absolutely.
Boy, he's come a long way since the Minnesota draft when he had to wear just a jersey
Generic
with the NHL
team.
logo on it, the generic NHL jersey. He was and I remember him being much skinnier than.
Yeah, much lankier kid for
Oh
sure.
boy, yeah. But guys like Scheifele, Ehlers, Laine, so they got a good mix there of like I said, you know, stars still in their prime. Well, hell, I mean, Blake Wheeler, Christ, he had a 91-point season. That was a career best. So you know, they got a good mix that way.
Wheeler's still like 26.
Yeah, he's 31. He's 31.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he'll
Wow.
be 32. He turns 32 in August. So
Wow.
yeah, he's in Ovechkin territory right now and putting up comparable numbers. I may say.
But Johnny, I get it. He seems a lot younger.
He does.
Yeah, I didn't realize because he came into the league when he was real young, like
with the
18,
Coyotes,
like-
as I recall.
Yeah,
No,
Yeah.
was it? Yeah, it was the Coyotes.
Yeah, and then he wound
he
up.
was with the
Then he
Coyotes.
wound up with
He went to Boston.
Boston, and then wound up in Boston system, and then he wound up with Atlanta, and then they made the move to Winnipeg. But Arizona, yeah, they've got a lot of good young players on that roster, but you know, where's the Connor Hellebuck in goal? Where's the Dustin Byfuglien and the Blake Wheeler type players? You know, where are those guys? Derek Stepan, not really comparable to you know, a Blake Wheeler, right? So there's kind of a danger there. But then you turn around and look at how well they played in the second half of the season, and they played really well. You know, it was after Christmas. It was like, okay, it was like they finally got their legs underneath them and just.
Well, it's when Antti Ranta wasn't injured too.
Yeah. So.
But it's hard to buy on them. It's hard to buy.
It really is. This could go. I want to believe that they're going to be next season's version of the Winnipeg Jets. That they're going to turn the corner. That this season, in the second half of this season, they finally turned the corner, and that now they're on their way. But again, where's the veteran leadership there? The guys who could come in and be your top players and still lead the way. There's no comparable to a Dustin Byfuglien. There's no comparable to a Blake Wheeler or even a Paul Stastny, you know? So I don't know. I'm still not fully convinced yet.
Kind of weird that a team that had decent amount of kids that were like, oh, this is their year. It's again, I don't know. It's almost Oilers territory. That's like year 5 of it's year 7 of a 5-year rebuild.
Like you said, it could go either way. I mean, I want to believe. I do. I saw how they played this year, the second half of the season, and they looked really good. But that's just half of one season. I'm still not totally sold. So
fair enough.
Yeah.
If you do it again, though, that's a winning streak.
Yeah.
Sure.
But
Yeah,
I
it's
will
happened
say
before.
this though. Keeping Ekman Larson, that will be huge.
That'd be a big deal.
Well, and you know that kind of again pops one of those myths about all these notable players who stuck on bad teams, can't wait to leave. They want to get out of there, and it's like no, he's quite happy in Arizona, and people can't wrap their heads around that. They're like, but why? You're playing for a team that sucks every year, and it's like, yeah, but the weather's beautiful. We have a nice home. My family's happy.
Exactly, and I'm playing under the radar.
Yeah.
So
he's the closest thing I would say they've got to kind of like an experienced leader would be Ekman Larson. Kind of that leader guy, but still, it's not a guy like a Buffalo who had a cup ring under his belt, or somebody like Blake Wheeler, who's like I said,
they got Nicholas Charmelson there, Super Nintendo Charmelson.
Yeah, well, that counts. That counts. I forgot about him. No, that's a fair point. I'll give that. But
and Alex Goligoski, do you think? I don't think Alex Goligoski should be. Yeah, maybe.
Yeah, but again, they're no Bufflin, they're no Wheeler. You know, they're not guys like that.
I don't think there's anybody in the league that's comparable to Bufflin.
No,
really definitely not. But I don't in terms of physical stature or anything like that, but just with the experience that they can bring to it, and the championship level and the skill level.
Even this week, I was watching the Jets, and I was watching him skate, and the way that he skates for somebody that's as big as he is insane to me.
Oh yeah.
And then to look at it and go, huh, he was a right wing at some point. It's just beyond me. Like,
and to think he played juniors listed at 310.
I know, right?
Like this, he was a big
playing weight is 265.
Well, they say it is.
265, maybe the end of the season. You know,
sure.
And if he's coming off a wicked cold or something, because
by the
probably
way,
more closer to 280.
Fun fact for the by and large. Fun fact for the Arizona Coyotes: 3 guys over the age of 30.
Yeah,
only 3 guys. Brad Richardson, Lyle's distant cousin.
I'm sure in some way.
Alex Goligoski and Super Nintendo Chalmerson. So, pretty impressive for they're a very young team. But
are they? Yeah,
there is something to say. There's something to say for a team that's too young to realize that they're not supposed to lose games.
And the other side of it too, though, that we're not factoring in as well is you had mentioned, Scotty, earlier about Ekman Larson and playing under the radar, and maybe that can kind of be a factor for them as well, because they're not under as much pressure. Like when you look at Edmonton when they were going the young team rep, this is still a major hockey market, so they're going to have a ton of pressure on them to perform well. Not so much in Arizona, Not so much in that area.
That can be good, but that could also be bad as well. Let's be honest.
True. But then that comes down again to your coaching staff, to how well your coaching staff is, and how well they can.
Big motivator.
Yeah, how well they can motivate the guys, and how well they can develop them. So, because for the longest time, remember, it was supposed to be Dave Tippett who was supposed to be the coaching guru who was going to make everything all better for them, and it didn't pan out as they all thought it would. So. But Tocchet, hey, he had a good shitty start, and then it finished well. So maybe that's a sign.
Trade for Dave Hackstall.
There you go.
Flyers fans would do that deal in a heartbeat.
Oh, and how?
Yeah, they don't like Hackstall. They really don't. They really don't.
They don't like.
I had a couple of buddies up here who were diehard Flyers fans. They can't stand him. They're like, let's
be honest. If we really wanted to do a haha fuck you, we could try to name all the people that Philly fans do like.
Oh, okay. Bobby Clark,
Rocky.
In all versions except Rocky 5, because that was bullshit.
Yeah,
John Kruk.
Dave Schultz.
Ron Jaworski.
Yep. Who was their big
Julius
wide
Erving.
receiver back in the day?
Terrell Owens.
No, way before him.
Jesus Christ. Yeah, I don't know why.
Shit. Hang on, I gotta-
Randall Cunningham, they like the quarterback.
Yeah, I would say that.
Charles Barkley. Moses Malone.
Randall Cunningham.
Yeah, the quarterback.
He was a quarterback.
Oh, my bad.
Yeah.
Why was I thinking of receiver?
I
Shit.
don't know. They hate Mitch Williams and Donovan McNabb. I know that.
Mm.
I feel like it'd be easier to name people they hated,
They love
right?
Daniel
like
Briere.
Santa.
They love Danny Briere,
Yeah.
Mr. Overtime. They
Hextall.
definitely love Chris Pronger. Holy crap, man! Did I ever get attacked when I made a kind of a lame joke when Pronger had to retire because of concussions? When I said, "Well, live by the sword, die by the sword." Holy shit! It was all Flyers fans. It must have been, well, it was not a lot back then, but Jesus, it was at least 30 of them. That just, I counted them up
Yeah,
in
but
the
you
reaction
might
thing.
have
I'm
been on
like,
the list
holy
of people
crap!
they hated.
How dare you!
That's true. Well, he brings up a very good point. You could be on that list that people hate. That's
Yeah, you could have just been on the list of people they hated, and then you said anything about somebody in Philly, and they were like, "No,
yeah, no,
no,
Yeah.
we don't care who it was."
We don't care. We hate your
we don't
guts.
care for this man.
We hate your guts. Yeah, who else is that? Bernie Perrant. Bernie Perrant is God there. Him and Bobby Clark are gods in that town.
Ben Franklin, big Ben
True,
Franklin guys.
actually. Ben Franklin's probably on that list.
He's the mascot for the 76ers, for Christ's sake.
It doesn't mean they like him. I tried to kill a pig earlier.
That's true. You were just hungry. And you wanted that vitamin B6.
Steve Carlton. Steve Carlton.
Steve
They love
Carlton,
Steve
yeah. No, they
Yeah.
love Steve Carlton.
Yeah.
Darren Dalton, they love too.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of sports figures is what we're saying, folks.
Yeah.
They value their sports figures over everything else, and God bless. The 2018 Philadelphia Eagles,
Yes,
They love them 'cause
They
they
love
love
all
all
of them.
everybody,
Yep.
top to bottom on that
the entire team.
Fred Shiro.
Yeah.
Fred Shiro, yep.
The late great Pelly Lindbergh.
Yeah, no, yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah. No. Absolutely. Yep.
All right, fine.
All right, well, that was great.
Okay. Well, I guess there were more people than we thought
Yeah,
that Philadelphia sports
We can
fans love.
basically just run down a lot of the team's rosters, and then
Yeah, but even then, I feel like if a player left and went somewhere else, they're like, "Nope, we hate him."
yeah,
Like
that's true.
you had to have really done something in Philly to be like loved in Philly.
Win a
Yeah.
Stanley Cup. That's
yeah,
that's it. The
yeah.
Broad Street. Most of the I would say all of the Broad Street bullies, the guys from back in the day. I'd say those guys.
But I
All
kinda
they
feel
love
like
every
they
one of them.
personified Philly.
What's that?
Like they were Philly at the time.
Oh my lord, yeah.
absolutely.
That was one of the biggest championship parades ever. They drew something like over 2 million people. I believe it was 2.1 million people turned out to watch their championship parade in '74 when they won the cup the first time. That was one of the largest championship parades, and no riots, by the way.
And the funny thing is it didn't actually affect much of the workflow because a lot of those people were union. So can't bust them for that. Can't bust them for that. Lyle, it's
Busted.
been fun. It's been real. It's been real fun. We'll talk to you again next week. Maybe we'll have our Stanley Cup finalists.
I believe we will, gentlemen.
Oh,
Mm.
no.
Dun dun.
Or actually, no, he's not in that. He's just
Oh.
fucking up the Carolina.
Oh, okay.
He's killing the mascot and fucking serving his entrails.
Good. You game with me on that one. That's why it's really
God,
okay.
they can't wait.
By the way, we're either going to have, because it'll be
The Section 328 boys definitely need to have a pig on a roast for the opening
Jesus
day.
Christ. So we'll have game sevens would be next Wednesday and Thursday if necessary.
Wow. Okie dokie.
So we got that going.
More than
We'll
likely.
see what happens. We're either going to be preparing for a Stanley Cup or we're going to be waiting for a finalist or two.
Or
might have to-
we're either going to be preparing for a Stanley Cup or doing a show on Tuesday. So
I might have to buy another handle of Tito's.
yeah. Which, by the way, if it goes to a Caps Game 7, that show is going to be on a Tuesday because Game 7 will be on Wednesday.
Because every time we do a Game 7 on Wednesdays when the Caps are involved, they lose.
To be fair, every time we do a Game 7 not on a Wednesday, they lose. So it's really...
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Let's
be honest.
Yeah. Figure the odds.
Yeah. So we'll see what happens. Lyle, thank you, buddy. We'll talk to you next week.
Always a pleasure, guys. Take care.
There he goes. Lyle Richardson, SpectorsHockey.net, at Spectors Hockey on Twitter. You can find him on Sporting News, my NHL trade rumors, and a vast of other sites. Just go to at Spectors Hockey, and you're done, though. Johnny P, some shout outs.
I'm going to give a shout out to YouTube. Hopefully this week you allow me to download the entire show. It's happened like 3 out of the past 5 weeks or something that I haven't been able to download the audio, and Scotty has saved me and my producing time. Yeah. Outside of that, not sure what shout outs we got. Caps run has been fun. Let's keep it going. Let's keep Scotty writing. I've liked all the writings. Shout out to Scotty for putting together a gimmick that's worked.
Right.
So fantastic. We got past Dimitri Kristich.
Yes. It's all we hoped for and more. Oh, man.
I'm good.
All right. Shout out to everyone reading those gimmicks, including Johnny. Good work. Shout out to the Polar Bear, who's very invested in this. I think he might have money on this series. I don't know. It's his 2 former hometowns facing off against each other. Tampa and DC. So, big Polar Bear, David P. Lycomi. Shout out to garage sale season. Woot woot. You gotta love it. $3 for this 3-tier bookshelf. It looks in solid condition too. So
the dollar a tier.
Yeah, exactly.
It's like Patreon.
I know. It's exactly. So you can go to patreon.com/faceoffhockeyshow. You can pick up some stuff there. That's really all I have. I don't really have this. Memorial Day's coming up, so get your memorial stuff going. I don't know. Yeah, that's it. That's all. For Johnny P. Mark with the C, I'm Scotty Watts. Take care of yourself and someone else. This has been Face Off Hockey Show on faceoffhockeyshow.com. That's blogtalkradio.com/faceoffhockeyshow. There it is. Go to patreon.com/faceoffhockeyshow. Be like Sean and Brian and Angela and Damon and Mitch and Mark and Trista and Matthew and Ethan and Chris. You can all go there. It's a great time. Patreon.com/faceoffhockeyshow. All the money goes back into the show. You can believe that. Facebook.com/FOHS radio and Faceoff HCKY show on Twitter. That's it. That's all. Until next week. Peace.
The whole nothing back, burn up your last sack. The picture hangs on the wall by a single tack. I live the life I love, I love the life I live. If it's out of day, do it all again. Because we can all just fall apart. We can live, we can love, yes, we can spark. We can give, we can know, we can shine together.